Nah, nigga, you too bald. Like, you a light-skinned bald nigga, bro.
I did not say no shit like that.
He say, I don't think you gonna fit. You light-skinned and bald, bro.
That was crazy.
Nigga, I'm bald, nigga.
But you said I was light-skinned.
I ain't say none of that shit you just said, nigga.
Basically. Ooh, she wet as fuck.
What the fuck is y'all niggas looking at over there?
Look at that little bitty monkey mouth. Ooh, she got a chimpanzee mouth between her legs.
Not a chimpanzee mouth.
Chimpanzee mouth. Ooh. What is she doing? Oh, man.
I just be traveling with my studio sometimes, so everything usually already set up when y'all get over here. But
one set up today?
Yeah, one set up today. Y'all ready to kick this off?
All right, let me turn my phone on. I swear, bro. Oh, yeah, I'm finna spit. Pause. I don't even need no beat. Pause. I'm gonna make that shit look good. Pause.
You need some ice or some shit?
I'm gonna try your wife shit.
Oh, okay. Your mic turned on, bro?
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and jump this shit off, man. Let me see what number episode this is on YouTube, whatever. Are y'all ready? Y'all don't hear no whistle in the mic or no shit like that. It's all good.
That drink is pretty good.
Yeah, there's some Spanish shit. We got married in Madrid and shit.
Is it sugary though?
It's like
sugary shit be making my stomach hurt when it's
It ain't sugary. But
it's like a good blend of fruit and shit. Like the fruit is the sugar in it.
Yeah, I can't do daiquiris and all that shit though.
Nah, it don't taste like a daiquiri. It definitely don't taste like a daiquiri, but it's definitely delicious.
Yeah, they drink that shit in Spain. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I drink sangria in Spain.
All right, man. Well, we back in the building.
What up? What up?
Y'all know I go by the name of Tommy Guns. This is the Quote Goats podcast. We got the usuals back in the room, the special guests, and a very special guest out here, you know what I'm saying, in the building. Could you tell the people a little bit about yourself, sir? Because I wanted to save, like, talking to you until we turned the cameras on and stuff like that. You know, I didn't want to know nothing until we started, you know what I'm saying?
All right. I'm going to just go with the flow because I thought you did some research, but you was lazy. You ain't do nothing.
This nigga just popped up and told me that this was happening. You know what I'm saying? So I know a little bit, but, you know.
No, I'm just.
I also like to find out things like live on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool. I was just playing, bro. Just like
no, he won't.
Just like
I'm just
a regular old dude, man. Typical young black dude story.
Young black dude.
Mom was on drugs. I grew up sell drugs. I get indicted, go to prison, come home, want to be a rapper. I go through some stuff, brain surgeries, and relearn how to walk and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. And here I am.
How you just glossed over learning how to walk again with a blah, 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 though? That seems like a major feat in your life, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, it wasn't as difficult as it sounded. It was cool.
Okay. How long ago?
3 times.
3 times?
Yeah, man.
What happened 3 times, though?
3 different brain surgeries and a spinal cord surgery and half of my pancreas removed and a double hip replacement.
Wow. Yeah. But, okay, so how did the brain surgeries come about, though? Like, what happened?
I'm going to tell the story. It sounds kind of funny. All right, so I'm going to go way back.
Okay, let's go back.
All right, so I was smashing this girl named Ashanti.
Always starts with a woman, doesn't
it? Shout out to Ashanti, man. Not the singer either. But after I finished taking her soul, I was walking down the hallway. I got so dizzy. I just dropped to my knees like, sheesh.
Pause.
She was... I was like, dog, she was fire. And I just left it like that. But every time I smashed a girl after that, in my yard, around this time, I'm just catching bodies back to back to back.
Right.
Like I was just going crazy smashing girls. But every time I bust off, I get dizzy.
Okay.
And I came to find out that every time I got dizzy, you know when you bust off, your brain open up like a flower and release endorphins.
Okay.
Every time that happened, a tumor was growing or spreading on my brain. I ain't even know it.
No.
So I was killing myself. I ain't even know it. I'm just thinking these girls, because I'm messing with a different level type girls now. But the whole time I'm just killing myself.
Right.
And I was doing that probably for years. And one day, I guess God, I ain't trying to be spiritual or nothing.
Yeah.
But I guess God was like, you just having fun. You ain't marrying none of these girls. You just sleeping around. He was like, I'm going to sit you down. And one day, my grandma was calling me like, Tyrell, come here. So I'm walking up her steps. And while I'm walking up her steps, my feet got numb. I was like a robot. Like when I'm walking up the steps, my feet, shins, knees, thighs, everything was getting numb. And by the time I got to the top of the steps, I couldn't feel them from my neck down, like literally.
Whoa.
I'm on the floor. Like, I can't move. Oh, I can't move. I'm being funny now, but I was like, I can't move. This is crazy. And I just got scared. I ain't get scared, but I ain't know what to do. And I just passed out. Like,
wow.
and when I woke up in the hospital, the doctor was like, you got 9 tumors on your brain and you got tumors on your spine. And we got to do an emergency brain surgery because 2 tumors on your cerebellum, and that control your motor skills, like your equilibrium.
Right.
So they had to take 2 tumors off.
Wow.
So after they took the 2 tumors off, they left me with 7 tumors still on my brain. So I was going through physical therapy for like 6 months, 7 months. Start walking like a regular person again.
Right.
Like I never had brain surgery. But then I was with my dad. We was out eating. And I just started throwing up. And I was like, man, I don't know what's going on. I'm hungry though, I know that. So we went somewhere else, got something to eat. I threw that up. Then we went to a restaurant that was across the street. I threw that up. Then we went to Ruby Tuesdays. I threw that up. So I threw up 4 times. By this time, I'm dehydrated because I kept throwing up.
Right. You dry heaving.
Yeah, so I just went to the hospital. And the doctor told me a tumor had moved to a spot on my brain that don't let me keep food down. So every time I eat my food, I was gonna throw up. So they had to take that off. I had to get another brain surgery so I can keep food down. Like, oh my God.
Wow.
So I got that brain surgery. So I was probably like on 95%. But after the second brain surgery, I went down to like 75%. I started walking with a cane. Now my swag just dropping now. So the medicine they was giving me for the brain surgery killed the blood flow to my hips. So my hips started grinding and got cracks in them. So they had to give me a double hip replacement because my hips got trashed. Like, God dang. But I bounced back from that quick. And then another time, I was chilling with my dad again, man. Just chilling.
Right.
Like we talking, and it looked like somebody hit me with a taser. Like my body got twisted all up. Found out it was 2 tumors had like moved to a wild spot on my spine. And I found out, I thought your spine was solid, but your spine like a flute. You can look through it. It's like hollow ones. I ain't even know that. It was tumors inside my spine.
Tumors
like,
inside your spine.
Dang. So they had to go inside like cut my back, go inside my spine. So that set me down for a little second. Then I was with this guy, Mario in Egypt, man. I think he jinxed me or something. I don't know. So we was on a plane in Egypt. Man, I just passed out on the plane, but I played it off like I was asleep.
Right.
So I already know what time it was. Like,
He be passing out all the fucking time on the podcast too. That's another story. But yeah.
Don't do me like that. I'm a hardworking man.
So when I woke up, I just said, I'm going to go to the hospital. I already know what this is. I had a feeling. And the doctor said, he glad I came in, because the tumor was going to keep making me pass out, and I was going to eventually not wake up from a pass out. So I had to get that brain surgery. So that's the 3rd brain surgery. So I lost count. So I think I got 6 at this point. I got 6 tumors on my brain, and it just looked like somebody dipped their fingers in some tumors and sprinkled them on my spine like this. Now, to this day, you can look at my spine and it's like a bunch of wild spots. Then I went to Australia. Man, y'all, every time I went down. I went up a little bit. Then some crazy happened. It's like, I never got back to my full potential again. So, but I ain't let that stop me. I kept on doing sweet stuff like brain surgery. Go to Australia, brain surgery. Skydive, brain surgery. Bungee jump, spinal cord surgery. Go to Africa for 3 months. Another surgery. I just kept on doing.
You ain't let it slow you down.
Yeah, I couldn't. So I was in Australia, and I was peeing. And I just started peeing out blood. I was peeing. Oh, I got AIDS. That was the first thing I thought.
Damn, my nigga.
That was the first thing. I don't know why I thought. Well, I do know because I was still smashing. I think that's what God was just punishing me. Like, you ain't gonna
wait
stop.
a minute. So you saying, not to cut this story off, but like you saying like this all started kind of from like busting nuts?
That's what me and my doctor think, but we don't got no scientific proof. It just makes sense.
Or either it came and that intensified it.
Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't got no scientific proof. It's just now I don't smash no girl unless I love her. And I noticed y'all might not believe it, think I'm just talking shit talk. Man, that make a huge difference, man. Like I feel great. I don't get dizzy or nothing. I tested it out. I did it again. It's like, oh man, I felt crazy. Like, well, I ain't doing this no more. And now I don't smash no girl unless I love her.
Right.
It seem like that.
You know, it got to be worth the sacrifice.
Yeah, it might
So if it's just a random chick, it's like draining.
Oh
like,
no, man. I ain't trying
like
to
really
sound
draining
religious
to
or
you.
nothing, but I don't know. It's just crazy. Maybe it's a mental thing. I don't know.
I don't know. It is something about like, you know.
Like the pain don't feel as bad when it feels good.
It feel great. And when I love a girl, like I was with my old girl, I had no problems. I ain't have to get no brain surgeries, no surgeries with her. But I did it with a random girl. Something crazy happened. It's crazy, man. So after I was peeing out blood, I went to the hospital in Australia. Come to find out, they put some on their food called, like the restaurants I was eating out every day. It's some seasoning called Zatar. It's ZATAR.
Zatar.
Yeah. And that had, I think it like ruptured some tumors on my pancreas. Like it busted tumors. And I was just peeing out the waste.
Okay.
So my condition, the doctor and the Google say ain't no cure for it. So I was like, oh, I found the cure accidentally. I was hyped. I thought I found the cure. So I just started putting Zatar on everything. But then when I came,
basically is you can't cure the disorder, but you can kill the tumors and basically be able to balance it out.
Yeah, so when I came back to America, I was looking for Zatar, but they don't have it in the grocery stores or no restaurants. But I found it on Amazon. But it wasn't the same. Like it ain't do nothing.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, America trash, man. So then that's where I'm at, man. Just hoping it don't get worse and enjoying life while I can, man. And I noticed me being around good energy, less stress, that do something. It's like it massage my condition or something.
Okay.
When people be tripping, stressing me out, man, like they make it worse. So I got to
they
stay
say
around.
Stress is like really unhealthy, man. That should have, break
plus,
your body down.
And then on top of it, stress actually does weaken and affect your body's immune system.
Right.
Because stress is really a chemical. I think it's cortisol, one of those chemicals, but it's a chemical response that physically manifests stress in your body. Like, so when your immune system is what you need to help keep you at the level you at so it don't sink faster,
right?
I can see how stress could actually make it worse, like literally make it worse.
Right. I mean, I can see that too. That's why they say like you shouldn't eat like mass farmed meat because they like die in terror or some shit like that when they get slaughtered and they release that fucking
the meat when you eat it.
Yeah, you eat the chemical literally.
Processed foods do something to me too. Make me feel horrible, man.
Oh yeah, what you like, vegan or something?
Nah, I eat fish and turkey, but
okay,
yeah,
food give me. I don't know, bro.
But I think because basically the thing we call the itis is when your body got to digest beef and all these other processed stuff. It works so hard and so long to actually get the food digested. Some of this stuff take
They do the
over.
same shit with like pasta and
Yeah,
shit
some
though.
of the stuff you might eat steak and not realize that it might take 15 hours for the steak to digest to fully pass, whereas you ate a fruit and it did it in 30 minutes to 20 minutes. You get what I'm saying? So it's just probably most likely you probably eat that stuff, and when your body gets hit with the workload of it, it takes energy away from whatever your body's doing to sustain you at this level.
Yeah, your body like a machine, bro.
Yeah.
But there's some people who be on that carnivore diet shit and they don't eat nothing but meat. You know what I'm saying? And
Ronnie
they,
did that, like the Liver King. He got caught lying about that.
yeah, he got. But there's some people who really do it,
They would eat, yeah, really.
and
do
they
eat.
be pretty,
Well,
and
I-
they cure a lot of the shit that's happening with them and
feel
shit.
like-
But then I think you know different races were founded off different origins. So it is some people on the earth where meat is what they actually should eat,
Right.
based on your genes, but based on his skin color, him eating beef ain't gonna help him.
Okay.
You know, just you know what I mean. Shout out Dr. Sebi.
I feel like I'm down slow in America though. I leave every chance I get. Then I moved to Bali. I can honestly say I didn't feel no pain. Even the rain was different. It's like the rain gave me energy. The food gave me energy. The ginger lime squash drinks I was drinking every day. Some of the food is really medicine.
What type of
bro.
food, like in Bali?
The same food, fish.
Just the real
Kale.
natural
It's
organ.
just fresher. You
Yeah,
seeing it
yeah.
come out the water.
I ain't eat no processed food, bro. Germany cool too.
I mean, America only process shit. You know what I'm saying? It's only like just they gonna make that shit taste good, but that shit is horrible for you. They got red dye in it and all type of like crazy shit. Like
Yeah, it's like you get one. You can buy some. It's like you can buy something that you can see on a tree or in nature, and that is what it is. Like if you see a cow and you cut it open, you pull out beef. These things exist in nature by itself. You don't have to add anything to it. It already is what it is. So if you get
put
a
all these
steak,
preservatives
if you get a
and-
chicken, or you get all these things, and it's like 1,000 things on the packaging of something that you know exists already by itself.
Right.
So it's like you don't really got to add nothing to the chicken. If you chop his head off, it's chicken. So it makes you really wonder, like, what is all this stuff you're giving me? And I understand some of it is preservatives, you know, but there are countries where they literally, they have a rotation of their food and have
Right.
it mathematically down to where they can give fresher food out. And it's ate quicker. Like, I noticed that when I was around the Germans when I first got here. I noticed we would always go to the store, like, you know, beginning of the month, middle of the month, whatever time, and we would fill the basket up with bulk stuff. And then we would take it to the house, and then a lot of stuff was going bad.
Right.
And we had to adjust from the American way of, man, some of this stuff we buy can sit in the house for about a month before we use it. We good as long as we don't open it.
right, right,
Whereas in Germany, they're not using that stuff and it's banned. So when you get an apple and sit it on the table, you need to eat that
Yeah, you
apple
gotta
in
eat
the
that
next
shit.
couple of days. It ain't about to go. That apple ain't gonna sit there
Right.
for two weeks like
Right.
it would in America, or you can't just it ferments. So I started seeing why the Germans would walk in. We'll have a whole full cart of groceries,
Right.
and they'll have 10 things in the basket, and they go to the store probably every other day. Whereas we're buying enough for it to last because we're used to preservatives holding it. They're like, nah, we buy enough to eat for the next couple of days, and we eat it while it's fresh, and we'll go back and get more food after we eat
That's
it.
Right.
exactly how we do it. Like we
Yeah.
go to the Aldi, the Lidl, the Edeka. We go there 5 times a week. Only time we don't go to the store is maybe one Saturday, and for sure not on a Sunday.
Yeah, so it's like you eat the food way fresher, whereas
Every time.
a lot of our stuff is we deal with
And our
storage.
refrigerators are smaller. Our refrigerators are smaller purposely
Yeah.
to save less food, to make you go out and shop to get the right foods. Because
I mean, food
dies
is
fast.
definitely better in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
I just went home to America, and you know the food is good over there, but it's unhealthy though. First thing I did was go to Chick-fil-A. Goddamn,
I'm going.
I love some
barbecue.
motherfucking Chick-fil-A.
Texas Roadhouse.
Chick-fil-A almost took
I'm
me
going to
out,
Texas
bro.
Roadhouse, bro.
Yeah, now in Europe, I eat chicken, turkey, seafood. That's my diet. I don't touch no pork, no beef. However, in the States, I'm full-fledged vegan. Like the minute the plane lands, as far as people over there, he doesn't eat nothing but vegetables and fruits. And even while eating that and drinking smoothies and staying in the vegan spots, I still gain 15 pounds every trip.
15 pounds every trip to America?
More. And I could be there anywhere from a week to a month, but when I leave, I'm at least 15 pounds or better eating vegan food. So I know it's different over there.
It's definitely different over there, man.
And then as soon as I get over
the USDA don't give a fuck.
It's like I gained the weight doing nothing out of the norm, but when I come to Germany, I literally do nothing out of the norm and I lose it in the same amount of time I gained it while I was there.
That's why everybody got the big back syndrome over there, man.
I know it's a life. I know the lifestyle and culture.
Niggas be bloated
He
as
even
fuck.
said that he was like, I noticed it ain't a lot of fat women here, bro. I said, yeah. They in shape here. Yeah,
The diet just different, man. You got to be a real slob to be fat in Europe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a question for you though, Show. Before the surgery, before the ailments, what was you doing? Like, was you an athlete? Like,
Yeah, I was playing basketball.
cause I heard you fought.
Yeah, bro, I was boxing.
Yeah, I was boxing.
He was a lifeguard.
Oh, you was boxing and shit?
Yeah, the hands go crazy, bro. That's it for real. Boxing, lifeguard, and boxing. Like it was, brain just went blank. But boxing, lifeguard. I don't know. I was just playing a whole lot of chess, man. That's it.
Oh, chess too?
Yeah, I still play chess too.
Man, I never could get into chess, man. Like I was dope at checkers, but like I was like, cause it's like, what is it about chess? Like it's like every piece can move like a different way.
Not every piece. Certain pieces, yeah.
Certain pieces move different ways or something like that.
Pawns.
You don't know how to play chess for real, bro?
See
I never played chess.
The game of
like,
the game of chess is about forethought. It's not really just what the pieces can do. Because once you learn how to play chess, when you go to play checkers, even though every piece is the same, I play checkers like a chess player.
Right, I played the fuck out
Where
some checkers.
I'm looking 5-10 moves ahead on the checker pieces because I know how to play chess.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Whereas
think if a man can't play chess, he tweaking, bro.
checkers is more of an impulsive game. It's you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. Jump me, jump you. Jump me, jump you. Jump you. Jump. It's impulsive.
Chess is how you finna take this king off the throne.
Chess. I'm looking at the board and I literally am thinking probably 20 moves ahead.
You ain't that
Right.
But in 20 different ways, 20 moves, and it pause. You go and it. Nah, chess is chess. I think if you master chess, it'll help you be more strategic in life. It's basically
I just
like
never played it. You know
chess is a game that's similar to. I would say that metaphorically, it's a workout gym for your forethought.
Okay.
The more you play and get used to looking ahead, eventually when it's time for you to set up a podcast, you're going to be thinking so far ahead. When you go to get groceries, you're going to be thinking so far ahead of the meals in which you should. It like really like sharpens you, I feel. You know what I mean? Just to put it in a way where it's more simple. And then there's the complicated.
I agree.
This is the game of life. And I ain't want to do you like that, but yeah, I think everybody should learn chess, especially the men. Especially the men.
Especially men.
Right.
My brother taught me. My brother Gary Bryant.
Okay.
He taught me chess. I haven't ever beat him, and he played like Gary. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I just was never introduced to it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really I interacted with that. Like,
I think chess
brought up, like, hey, let's play chess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, usually if you could play chess, people change how they treat you. It's like, oh, you play chess?
Yeah. What's going on in your mind?
Okay.
What you thinking about?
Well, let me have a conversation.
Like the movie scene, like zoom into your eyes and shit.
Just the concentration it takes to learn how to play it. It at least lets me know, okay, so you're a thinker.
Okay, so I should,
You should try it. I'm telling you.
I should look into playing some chess.
Play it with your son. Play it with your son. That's gonna make you play it more.
Okay, I'm gonna play it with my son.
Bro.
And the pieces do have value. It's just you got the queen, you got your other pieces that do certain things, the pawns, and they can turn into other pieces.
Right.
What's the strongest piece on the board?
Ooh.
What's the strongest piece you think?
What's the strongest piece on the
that's a
board?
good
Yeah, I can admit that I have no idea.
That's a good question.
This gonna be the last choice.
It's gonna be a good question.
No problem.
The strongest piece on the board to me, most people wouldn't say this.
I'm not saying nothing.
I'm gonna say the strongest piece on the board are actually the pawns, but people treat them like they not. And the reason I say the pawns is because the pawns are your line of defense. They're your line of attack.
I say the
It's
pawns
more
more
of
bring
them.
somebody back for
It's
you.
more of them than any other.
Pawns get to the other side, they bring somebody in.
It's more of them.
More powerful.
It's more of them than any other piece on the board.
fire.
And the reason the pawn is the best is
crazy you saying that.
everyone's watching the power pieces, but they forget that the pawns are so small. They're the infiltrators. If they get to the back and they make it
You
into
won't
the
even see
system,
them. You'll
they
forget he was
become a
there.
problem and they implode the whole table on the other side.
I was a pawn.
So yeah, the pawns are dope. The pawns is the strongest piece if you don't treat them like they're pawns.
That was fire.
But if you treat them like they're pawns, then it's the weakest piece on the board. And it just dies easily. It dies first. It's nothing. But you got some people that'll set them pawns up in a way where you can't even fucking move.
Man, that pawn can turn. That pawn can turn into any piece on their board. If
Where
you make it across.
everything
Don't
you
like
try
AI
to move is gonna die.
play chess now though. It's like
Yeah.
a computer
Yeah.
that nobody can hardly beat or something.
But it been
that.
like that though. Back
Yeah.
when the Apple computer, when I was
Yeah,
a
you
kid,
couldn't- it was hard to
you
work
could
computer
play
then.
chess. If you set that difficulty
beat
to
me.
hard in elementary school, pause that motherfucking chess game, beating your
You'll
goddamn
lose.
ass. Like nah.
Yeah, I want to see what you think, Mr. Tommy. All right. You believe in God or karma and all that type of stuff?
Oh, we
Yeah, I
have
believe
fun
in.
today.
I believe in God. Yeah.
All right, so the condition I got, the doctors says no cure. Google says no cure. I literally went to every continent except for Antarctica looking for a cure.
Right.
No cure.
That's
And
because it's in Antarctica.
it's
No,
one in every 30,000 people got the condition. And they say it's genetic.
Okay.
But me and my doctors did I forgot the name of the test where they like check your family tree or whatever. Nobody in my family got it unless it's way up the line of slavery or something. One of them got it.
Right.
Nobody got it. And I asked my doctor, like, man, how I get this condition, bro? He said, just like walking outside, getting hit by a car, man. Anybody could have got it. And what you think about that? Like, why I got it? And like, it's people that's way worse than me. I know I ain't the sin judger or the punishment give out person, but
Right.
why you
Victim
think,
Olympics.
why you think I got it?
Why me?
I mean, that's a hell of a question, man. I can't really say. Are you saying, because you asked about like karma and God, are you saying like you think you got it because it's like a punishment for something
That's what I think.
that you
I think-
did?
Yeah, that's why I'm at peace with it, because I know I did some crazy
So you
stuff.
think this is like a penance for like some like egregious act you made like earlier in life or some shit like that?
Yeah, a few egregious acts.
See, that's what
Okay.
I was asking you about your past for. That's why I was like, did you play any sports or anything? Because I wanted to know if you were healthy in your life before you got unhealthy. That's what I was, before we got sidetracked with a little bit of things. You got to move that. You got to show the bobblehead, Tommy.
Pause. Whoa.
Yo, man,
Goose
big pause.
pauser. Goose pauser.
I mean, but what do you think? Like,
I think it's karma.
I honestly think though, bro, I like to view things optimistically. You know what I mean? I like to think you're a good person, and I know that because we've been best friends for years. And I don't think good people get hands like that. I think sometimes we view it that way. But the stuff you've done since you got the disorder, bro, the places you've been, the people you met, the people you talked to, I honestly think you got it because you were strong enough to handle it. It's some people that would have got it and they would have sat in their house and just watched their family
Just
not
died.
take care of them, and they would just
died, bro. And I can tell you that because my aunt,
So if it's something
cancer,
rare
she just
that
laid
no
there and
one
died.
gets like that and you
It's
got
amazing.
it,
It's amazing.
and you did all this after getting it, it's because most people don't come out the first brain surgery. The first one is usually something that people praying their goddamn lives away for.
for real.
And to come out of 3 of them, and you in here and you can talk like this, speak your vocabulary up.
For real.
You got some fly ass glasses on, like you not hurt, bro. We in Germany as we speak at a podcast, and on top of that, you did a bid. So it's like I really feel, bro, you just, if anybody's gonna get it, you should have got it because not should have, but if anybody's gonna get it, it needs to be the guy that's strong enough to shine with it. It's a testimony for you. It actually would have destroyed a lot of people. It's a testimony for you, bro.
I do kind of look at it like that because they're like the old lawyer Johnny Cochran. Like he had one brain tumor and he died.
Bro.
Yeah.
Stuff
He had
like
an
that.
aneurysm, didn't he?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Think about stuff like that keep me sane.
Nah, you different with it, bro.
And it happened in 2015.
Even just on a life expectancy of doctors and just shit they say. Nah, bro.
Happened in
You tough.
2015.
And every year since then, after every surgeries, man, something crazy happened. Like every year, like my mom, she was stressed out. She died in her sleep. My grandma, she had a heart attack, died in the backyard. I'm talking to my dad in my room right beside me. He just, I'm like, bro, stop playing, man. And he like, I'm good, and do it again. And just croak over in mid-conversation.
No.
In my room right beside me. I'm like,
Yo.
bruh. And he's just dead right there. Damn, my little cousin, 21, died from cancer. Man, it's like every year somebody I love died. I'm like, how? Ain't nothing wrong with them. How I keep surviving? I got all the problems. And it's just, I just be like, bruh, this is
And that's crazy because that's the
crazy,
people
bro.
who love you to take care of you.
Yeah, man. So
Damn.
I feel,
So imagine going. So you was like this when they passed.
yes. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, bruh.
Yo, I didn't even realize that.
Then my old girl, she literally committed suicide. I'm like, dog.
What?
So it feel, yeah, bruh. It's just,
Your
I
girlfriend.
know that shit.
it's just crazy. It's like I ain't gonna lie. Not right now, I don't feel alone, but sometimes I be like, man, everybody I love gone. Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I'm out here in the world by myself.
That's why I told you create, bro.
That's why I care about my friends, like the people that genuinely care about me.
Yeah, bro.
I value my friendship. It's just be life crazy, bro. But then I
Life
still
is-
think, I mean, it could be worse. I still think like that. So that keep me going. And I just keep traveling, keep having fun, keep making music, chilling, for real.
Man, what he said was true, man. Like, if I had one brain surgery, I don't know if I would get up out the bed. Like,
Yeah.
like
You getting
you a
on
strong, you a
planes.
strong
You know how
motherfucker,
we
man.
get on
To be
planes now.
doing, to be traveling the world in the midst of all these
jumping out of
Everything.
planes.
surgeries and tumors popping up and all that
And he
stuff.
living
man.
like this during COVID.
Yeah, we was out of Aruba. He was swimming.
And we complaining about COVID. And
Yeah.
he living through COVID like this.
Man, let you know, man. People be complaining about the smallest, littlest shit in their life and
bruh.
shit, and they don't
Yeah,
really know
bruh.
what the fuck could be
swear to
going
God,
wrong
I
and
promise,
happening,
bruh.
I think-
man. Like,
Yeah, I think
much
we just-
respect to you, bro. Like,
I think we just gotta remember. That's why I salute the monks and the meditations and just how they detach themselves from their body so hardcore. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like if you approach your view on life where you set like a template of what it should be like for everyone,
right.
then you kind of look at it, wow. But when there's no template and you realize the object of life is just to be happy and win, no matter what happens to your physical, if you're winning, you can find happiness in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you stop and say, nah, I'm supposed to be walking, I'm supposed to be doing, everyone's supposed to, that's when you miss out on, yeah, but it's my experience better than anyone that ever lived like that. And it's a lot, I feel it's a lot of people that have died in a city that was born in that city. And they'll never go where you went. Never see
Right.
what your eyes saw. Never spoke with you. People you spoke to, they haven't ate what you ate. Like, and we've been on a lot of trips together, so I know the feeling I got in those places. Like, even just we just came back from Spain, so like even looking at the water, and I'm like, yo, bro, there's some people back home that will never ever realize what we showed them on the video. It's nothing like what my eyes recorded in real life, though.
Right.
And I can never record and get those people what we saw and was like, yo, I live here. I can't be everywhere in the world, but this is one of the places I would definitely be at if I could pick. One of the places, you know. And I think that, bro, your form of life is actually still better than a lot of people
A lot of
on Earth.
people, bro.
A lot of people
functioning.
on Earth.
That's functioning.
I feel it's people that would probably swap out their health for yours if they could do every single
what's
thing.
crazy is they can do it if they wanted to.
But this, if people, I think if they actually put your whole story on a video of everything you did with this, and they said, give him your good health, and you take this, and you'll get to do every single thing he did the way he did it.
I said, don't do it.
You'll say it, but it's a lot of people with good health that's suffering at jobs, suffering in life, hate themselves, can't get from under a rock. They tormented, got traumas just all over the world.
First thing they say is, "I'll give my right arm to do that." They want to harm themselves.
I will quit this job and I would take the wheelchair to jump out of a goddamn plane.
Right.
I would take the wheelchair to fucking pet a lion. I would take the wheelchair to go to Ghana. I would take the wheelchair to go to Aruba, like to go to
pigeon
Egypt
with rice in it.
Like, you gotta understand why he was like this, and we was riding camels in Egypt and shit.
Right.
Across the desert, and in my mind, I'm like, I hope he don't fall. I hope he don't fall, and he didn't.
Nah, you pushed me off.
Saying funny, man, but just the experience is some people that'll really say, fuck the depression. I almost committed suicide and thought myself out of it yesterday because I looked at my child. And if I could just run around the world and have money and smile the way this guy's smiling, man, fuck all this, man. Give me the chair. Give me the chair. And like, you black.
That's the church.
Yeah, bro, because I'm your best friend, so it hit a little different for me. Nah, I ain't gonna never let you feel like you taking a loss. It's not a loss. It's just
life is
different.
crazy, man.
That's all. It's just different. It ain't a loss. It's just different.
I learned that life keeps going, though. That's I pause. That was crazy.
Pause. Whoa.
I honestly feel like I'm too cool to quit. That's enough. People say, "How you keep going?" I would have been gave up.
Too legit to quit.
I just be like, I'm too cool to quit, man. But I know, and life keep going. I ain't gonna just stop and lay down and wither away.
Right.
Life keep going. Like, I seen him pull my mama out the, whatever it's called, the door in the morgue, like, pull her out the door.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling, talking to her. That's crazy, talking to her dead body. But I was talking to her, and when I left out the building, I seen a nigga I used to know. The nigga asked me for money, bruh. I was like,
after you just talked to your,
he know my mom died, bruh.
wow.
I just thought, like, life keep going, man. He don't know how I feel, man. I can't be mad at people gonna be people, man.
Yeah, people gonna be people. Life is crazy, man. Like, you never know.
He probably would have smacked dude.
Hard as fuck.
Pause. But
Big pause.
yeah. But nah, bruh. It's just different, bruh. On the low, bruh. It's just different pathway. But nah, you still blessed and winning, bro. Still winning.
Yeah, because a lot of people just would have laid down and just stayed in the hospital until, you know.
Or it's a lot of people that have done their bodies so bad that it would have took them out by now. Like, realistically, it's some people that their body is based on what they've done in life. They've ate, and mind you, he didn't say this, but he doesn't smoke or drink, like, in life, since that he just doesn't.
Right.
So the whole time we're, smoking, blowing, and everything, he doesn't. And to be honest, whether you accept your past as being bad or not, the fact that you ducked a lot of the shit that we didn't duck in our younger years is probably the reason your body's holding that shit up and being strong now. Because some people that was smoking, drinking, popping, doing whatever they was doing, it's some people that physically, just before we even get to the part of whether they mentally stable, physically out of the population of the earth, about 30 to 40, maybe 50% of them actually physically can't take on what you're taking on. And the first surgery would have took them out just because the body was too weak to bounce back.
Couldn't take it. Their body couldn't take it.
Before we even get to the people that would have killed themselves because of it. You get what I'm saying? So now you strong, bro. And you just an inspiration, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's an inspiration.
Gotta commend you for how far you done made it in the midst of all that, man.
Yeah, I can't go hard in my career when my best friend is jumping out of a plane like this. I'm watching them jump out the plane with the camera going through the sky. Like, hey, bucket list shit,
You
bro.
said you make music too. How long you been rapping?
Since I was in school, but I was playing around with it.
Oh, you been rapping.
Yeah, then when I was younger, high school, I started selling drugs. That turned me up. They gave me a lot of stuff to rap about.
They gave you a lot of stuff to rap about.
And I just started taking rap seriously in high school, for real.
Okay.
Respect.
I won't sell drugs now, though, because I went to prison.
Yes, he do. No,
I learned my lesson.
He said he learned. He said, what you say?
he trafficking it right now. He just ain't tell us.
Picture me selling drugs right now. Somebody push me on the ground, take my
Rob
pack. I
you.
can't even do
Easy
that,
lick.
bro.
You keep us around as henchmen.
Didn't Snoop do that in the movie or
See what
some shit?
happened?
Nah, what it is, what
training day.
What
That
it
boy
is.
He was in training day, like, yeah.
Nah, what it is, Tommy, is the whole time he trafficking kids. He got us as his homeboys. We don't know it. So when they run up and flip him out the chair, we gonna defend them like, why would you do
what
that?
he talking about.
Right.
I ain't tell on himself.
I'm just here. I just met both of them.
Nah, man.
Nah, but that's real crazy, man. You know, but the crazy thing is, like, we all kind of like living to die. You know, we all got a finite amount of time. You know,
I'm
never
dying
know.
to live,
Everybody.
man.
I ain't never die, bro.
no,
I'm
I'm saying I ain't
dying
mean
to
it. I ain't
live.
mean it like that. But like,
But,
we
yeah.
don't.
I mean,
We're
like,
not.
everybody got an
we're not
expiration date.
immortal
That's what he
beings.
said.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody gonna check out sooner or later, and it's just
True, but we got a soul
But
that
everybody don't think about it because
You know, our soul's
everybody.
immortal.
Yeah.
You know,
A lot of people don't know what it is to have a hardship. Like, hey, I got to get a brain surgery. You know what I'm saying? Some people, some people pass
Yeah.
like suddenly, and
You know, moments that remind you that we're not invincible.
we are not invincible.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's somebody walking around without an arm that got chopped off that looks at his arm and says, hey, I know for a fact I could fuck this body up.
yeah.
And it's some of us that actually
We are
have
not
all
invincible.
limbs.
You know, like
You might have got a scratch, a little scab here, busted lip, but it's some people that actually walk around that have
imagine
no
being
proof.
imagine being
that they're
blind. You know
not
what I'm saying?
invincible.
Imagine not being able to use like the windows into the fucking visible
and
universe. You know
that's
what
what
I'm
I was
saying?
finna get to next. Because imagine, God forbid, but imagine if a tumor was to form on a part of the brain that stopped the eyesight.
That's what I'm saying.
I wanted to ask him that next.
Yeah, bro, my eyes burning now. That's one of the symptoms of my condition.
Really?
It affect your mobility skills, and it affect your eyesight, and it affect your pancreas. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Sometimes my eyes be burnt. Like right now, my left eye is tweaking. Bro.
And I've been watching you.
Are the
do
lights
this,
too bright?
That's
Nah,
crazy.
Nah, it's internal.
Okay.
It's like it's tearing up right now. Just my left eye. I ain't sad or nothing.
Okay.
It actually is.
But it's just the fact. Like I'm going through my phone right now.
Fucking we on cam, nigga.
Okay.
What treat you like I treat you in
was
real
gonna
life.
my last,
You shouldn't play in the dark. Pause.
I was gonna show
Big
you
pause.
My last scan or whatever.
Okay.
And you can see the tumors on my brain. Like I'm looking for it in my phone now. So
Got an iPhone? Can you like airdrop it to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
As we talking right now, I got 5 tumors on my brain scattered around.
You have 5 tumors on your
Yeah.
brain scattered
And I
around
pray
right
that they
now.
all disappear.
And a bunch
In the
on
name
my
of Jesus.
spine just scattered around. So
Bro, you gonna be healed from all that, bro.
What? Say that one more time.
and they scattered around on my spine too.
When you
So,
say scattered around, like how many? You say it's like taking like
yeah, like, I don't know. I ain't
somebody
even feel
sprinkled tumors on
It's
your
basically
spine.
like a sprinkled cupcake, pretty
Like, I
much.
ain't even feel like counting them, bro.
Like a sprinkled
And I won't being funny. I was
Okay.
really just
That's a-
metaphorically
I got you.
giving you a visual image
My
of it.
doctor showed me. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I
Pause.
cried when he showed me. I ain't even feel like counting them. I just cried, bro.
But where are these tumors like coming from?
That's the
They just
million-dollar
got theories.
question,
It's basically,
bro. That's the $1,000,000 question. Dog.
yeah, basically just to give him a break, to kind of not have to say everything verbalized. He basically got a kind of disorder where his body manufactures tumors repeatedly. So
Okay.
it's not cancer because the tumors are benign, but when the tumors can land anywhere where something's not supposed to be, it becomes a problem. So if it pops up in a nerve, that tells your body, this is where we put vitamin D, your bones no longer get it. If there's a nerve that's saying, hey, this is how we send out melatonin, So we know how much to give you to go to sleep. You might have all of a sudden now you got sleep apnea or something like that. It's basically wherever the nerve. So whenever it lands somewhere, like you said, oh, this
Wherever
one
it lands
here,
is gonna cause like an error in the system.
yeah, because basically it's literally like you having a stream of a million streams and someone putting a dam in some of them. Whereas this stream, the water from this stream goes down here and says, hey, digest your food after this amount of time, and this is what it feels like in the stomach. This is the stuff that you don't think about when you say pause, but the things like breathing. Things
Yeah,
that
I
you
get
don't
it. I get it.
Yeah,
It like
so-
especially on the brain when it come up, it can just
Yeah, and
really
it's-
stop a whole process from happening.
So basically, his body's gonna always create the tumors everywhere.
That's
The condition called Von Hippel.
Yeah.
VONHIPPEL. That's the name of the condition.
Von Hippel disease.
Yeah.
It was a dude named Von Hippel Lindau. He was the first person that coined it.
okay.
Yeah, it's basically a bloodline thing.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you.
It's a bloodline thing. You have to be of whatever his descent is in their genetics. It's a genetic disorder for people in his bloodline.
It just keep
So if you're in his
developing
family,
tumors and stuff.
yeah, or basically if you're in his family and history, ancestors, somewhere in there, one of those genetic DNA
It's in your
strands got
DNA.
corrupted and they pass it on. So every now and then someone activates it and it randomly pops up.
And it's
if
no
you're
cure.
in that-
It's no
in
cure
that
for it.
gene pool.
That's what
Because
you
it's
say, bruh. No cure.
it's like say something went wrong right now and you right now today.
Yeah.
And
knock
then
on
you
wood.
had kids. Knock on wood, but I'm saying on a genetic level though.
Right.
Something just mutated when your mom and dad had you, and it was something brewing, and it kicked in.
Right.
Then you had kids. Then you had kids. Then you had kids. So basically, it's hard for them to have a cure for something that just started with only you.
Right.
When a million people got asthma, we can do research. But it's like that. We can't really study Tommy and get an idea of what will help the whole world at the same time.
Right.
Because it might be something that only your body actually got help from, and then we can try it to him and it kills him though. Pause. You get what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where he's actually the research for it right now.
Damn. That's wild, man.
I can imagine that'll make you a laboratory experiment though.
Bro, I done been to the doctors, hospitals, all over. Bro.
Seminars,
What they be-
speaking.
but they be trying to get you to do stuff.
Yeah, trial drugs. I'm on a trial drug now, bro.
That's crazy.
Experimental drug.
Yeah, it just got approved.
That's what he meant when he was saying it was eating up the stuff in his hip.
Pause.
That's crazy. So the drug they got approved that was supposed to be saving you literally start deterring or tearing up something else in the body that the body needed.
Yeah,
It was just making me fatigued. All right, so this new drug last year, they told me to take 3 pills. So I took the 3 pills, but it's like it depleted my soul. I'd rather be dead than feel like this. I ain't taking this no more. So I told my
Caused
doctor.
a lot of side effects and shit.
I was so fatigued. It was crazy, man. I felt like a dope head or something. I said, nah, I'd rather just keep having fun. I'll die on the beach somewhere. Just forget this medicine. But my doctor said, just take 1 pill so you gonna feel like that. But while I was taking the 3 pills, some of the tumors had shrank.
Okay.
But it was just, because a lot of people with my condition, they take the medicine if they lucky enough to get it. And they say they rather just not even take it because it mess up their
it's
quality
basically,
of life.
do you choose happiness over healing?
Yeah, basically. So I
Is it
started
really-
taking 1 pill.
Is it really healing you if it's causing all
Damn,
these
it lets
side
you know
effects
the-
and stuff?
It actually
But
lets you
it
know the
shrank-
value of
it shrank the
happiness.
tumors.
Yeah, it was shrinking the tumors. But
Yeah.
it was having me, it set me down. So the doctor said, take 1 pill. So I started taking 1 pill, went back to the doctor. Some tumors grew. And I said, oh my God.
Damn.
So did you try 2 of them though, or
I just
was
went back
3?
to 3, man. I just be tired, man.
Man, I would have took 4 of them, bitch. Boy, I'd have been.
I just chose to be tired, man. In the medicine, 2,000, man.
But this is the
2,000,
thing. Have you ever
This all in America.
Have you ever dissected your pill though? Like went to the actual website, the creators, the trademark, and
How the
looked
fuck I
up
got
the
this
actual, because it was over here and you
turn it
grabbed
on.
it. Pause. But
5 times.
yeah, push it 5 times.
Nah, I ain't
pause.
do all that research.
But what I'm saying, yeah, dissect the actual pill. Look up the scientists who made it, the doctors, and get to the point where you get to the actual chemical makeup of the actual pill. And when you get to the chemical makeup of the pill,
That's the
then
red
look
shit.
up what are the active ingredients in it. The active ingredients are the ingredients that's usually the ones that are actively doing what you're taking
pulling
the
it.
pill for. And once you
You gonna be
find
high
out
as
what
fuck
that
over there.
is, go look up what actually it is,
go.
Google it, and find out what it comes from. And it's always gonna lead to some plant somewhere where they derive this chemical from and put it in the pill with all the inactive ingredients to make the pill. And if you can find that plant and it's edible or in some type of form because you're already ingesting it, then you can probably heal yourself with the plant alone without the medicine.
Okay.
It's just the doctors are manufacturing it for you and mixing it with a lot of other shit and giving it to you in that form.
But are you like traveling the world right now, like trying to find a cure?
Not no more.
Nah, Bali was the cure for happiness, for what he values most in all of us.
It'd be heartbreaking, bro. I was just telling my dog, I used to wake, until like last month, I used to wake up, because people say, just have faith, believe, you're going to be back to how you used to be. So I'll be waking up, put my feet on the floor, like, today going to be the day I walk, let's get it. Stand up. Ew.
I'm gonna push him. I'm gonna push him the next. Do it tomorrow. I'm gonna push him the next time. Like, stop trying.
I imagine they have go.
Stop trying. You know?
Man, I was just getting my heart broke every day, man.
I
So
feel you, bro.
I just said, man, I'm going to just live and just.
But you have, metaphorically, you are the epitome of I'd rather cry in a Bentley than in a Honda on 2 legs, bro.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah.
That ass. It's really one of those like, I feel you, but
My dog got that. I'm a little
you crying in a Bentley though, dog. Like,
that's
I feel
the
you,
pictures?
but
Yeah.
hey, you gotta show him that, bro. You gotta airdrop him that, bro.
All right.
the picture of the spine.
Oh,
That's
the
his
brain.
brain.
Yeah, you can airdrop it to me.
it
I
look
got
like a
kind of
soccer
tired of
ball,
looking
bro.
at them pics, man.
Like, you know how a soccer ball
You
look?
gotta show the people.
And it's crazy, man, because
Man, may God bless you, brother.
something that I have right now in the room that nobody has.
I didn't even know that was your brain.
It's, bro, I remember when it wasn't there, bro.
Oh,
That's the heartbreaking part. Coolest
I got questions for
dude.
you next.
No drinking, no
I got
smoking.
questions for you next.
I'm
bro.
talking about what's crazy. I've never, and I'm talking about this is the only person in life I've ever met that is like this. I'm talking about ministers, I've seen them snap. This is the only person I've ever met on the earth that I've never heard raise his voice and yell yet, bro. And we've been friends for over 10 years. I'm talking about moments where he annoyed, irritated. He got more silent and more serious, but I've never heard him raise his voice. To the point where we would be sitting there, and then after 2 years of friendship, he just said, "Hey, bro, I think cursing is whack, bro. I'm not gonna curse no more." And actually went years and never said a cuss word in rap, and in real life weren't cursing. Like, you know, he was a dope dude, bro.
Right.
Dope dude, bro. So when it hit, it was like, damn.
You got your airdrop on, bro?
It was like, damn.
You airdrop? Yeah.
Yeah, we went to war with that brain surgery though. Stayed in the hospital the whole period of time. Everybody, I will salute the social circle you have.
That's what's keeping me alive.
Yeah, because a lot of people was up to the hospital hours. Some stayed overnight.
It should be on.
Like,
Bro, they said I broke the visiting record in the hospital, bro.
yeah, like,
Damn.
cause he's a good dude. He's a real good dude, bro.
6 months, like every time
It's
I was in
very
the hospital.
it's very hard to become my friend. So it's damn near impossible to become a best friend where I say, family, brother.
Right.
I still was wilding, bro. I was in the hospital getting hit and everything, bro. Bro, I'm talking about girls. Bro, I got to visit every single day except
Literally.
for one day because I wanted to be by myself. So, man, I got to get some alone time.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, so I
Hold
was
on, let me
going
put
to
it.
turn to the doctor just now.
Damn, bruh.
All right, so the little ones. Let me take my glasses off. Y'all can see the little circles. Go to the one in the bottom left corner. That's the last one. Like you see, it start at the left. Those over the months, it started off small, like the one at the bottom.
Where exactly? Like here?
Is it that circle
The black-
on the left side of the brain, right?
Yeah, the bottom left one.
Go over. That circle. It's a circle
Oh,
right
this
there.
circle
yeah.
right here.
Like it was small like that, but then the months passed. Go to the right. And how it got bigger.
Yeah.
Then another one grew on the right side.
I see it in the corner of it.
And then you can go to the last one, see how big it got now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now I gotta go back July 18th. Now that I'm taking 3 pills a day, hopefully it got smaller or disappeared.
Yeah.
But man, I know we talking about the cup half empty part of it. But man, tell them about the blessings, bro. Tell them.
Ain't no blessings. Nah.
Tell them. Let's put some sunshine on it though, because right, I think
Pause.
When I say you crying in a Bentley, bro, I don't think that people understand what the Bentley is, bro.
I don't know either, but it's the closest thing I can say that it kind of relate to what you.
Yeah, the stuff
trying to
in
get me to
life.
say.
Yeah, the stuff in life that people don't experience that you've experienced and you
So-
know for a fact.
When people say, I done had people tell me I sold my soul, man. Because you know, when they say that means like you sacrifice somebody or you
Can't
did
sell something they can't
you
buy.
did something crazy. So every time a surgery, a brain surgery, or a tragedy, somebody die, like my life, physically I go down, pause. But my life, I'm talking about the first brain surgery, I traveled somewhere crazy. Bro, I literally got 2 more pages left in my passport. Bro.
How many countries
It's
have you been
full,
to?
Bro. Last time I checked, it was 51, bro.
What's your favorite country? Your most beautiful
Bali.
sight in country?
Indonesia, oh my God.
What's your worst one?
Russia, bro.
You went to Russia?
Nah, we passed through it.
We passed through.
We went to war out there, man. Russia was different.
Went to war in Russia.
I don't know. But honestly, I think they just. It wasn't even. This
racist,
is the thing.
bruh. They
No,
racist.
it wasn't racist. I didn't feel racist,
I
bro.
did.
Coming from somebody that's a 5%er, bro, and I'm really on the front line of, my blackness is showing because I'm making sure it is.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was racism. I felt like an American.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? This was around the time when that situation happened where it was like a country that I think a place got bombed and some reporters got killed or something. And then Trump was
How long ago was this?
This was when Trump was in office.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This is when we passed through Russia about a year after that.
Okay.
But it was a country that had did something with a bombing and reporters got killed. And this country, Russia, was backing them in some type of way, and they were doing something for Russia that mattered to like the economy and business or something.
Right.
And basically and Trump was like, hey, anything that happens, we're retaliating, I'm dropping a bomb.
And y'all was there?
Nah, we weren't there. I'm just telling the build up.
Okay.
And Russia's response was, hey, if you mess with this city because we're backing them, we're gonna bomb America. Don't bother them.
Right.
Trump came out with a public announcement. It flashed on all the TVs. I'll never forget it. And Trump was like, we're not scared. We're not intimidated. We're dropping the bomb. They're just blowing out air. They're blowing out air.
We're dropping the bomb.
We're dropping the bomb, and I dare you to do it. Now I'm gonna embarrass you because you're not gonna do it. And he dropped the bomb, and they didn't do shit. So you know what I mean. However, when we went there, I felt the weight of Russia when they see an American.
Oh,
I didn't feel black. I felt like
American.
I felt like we came in and they said, "Oh, y'all with them niggas that we don't fuck with." Like, bro, as soon as we came off the plane, we walk in, the person looks at us and they're glaring. I'm talking about staring at you like an owl in the dark when the eyes aren't blinking. And they're not breaking contact. They're not moving.
Like
they're not intimidated. They're not doing anything. They're looking at you like the way a lion looks at you and just doesn't move and you don't move and y'all sit there for 20 minutes straight because the lion hasn't decided to pounce yet.
Damn.
To see what direction you're going to run in. Make it fun. I want to hunt you.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend going to Russia. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to be honest, bro. I've been around a lot of killers, man. I've never seen nobody look at me the way these Russians looked at me. And I would say that, like real shit. I did 6 years in the penitentiary and I never got a look from the. This was different. And it was because I didn't feel like I was on Earth, like citizen way. You know how you're on Earth and you're like, okay, we're in the building, we're in the club, security, they might shoot in here. It didn't feel like that.
You was totally out of your element.
It felt Earth-like. I felt like I'm in a safari, we're the gazelle, and we don't fucking supposed to be here.
Right.
Like, it's different when someone's glaring and you turn and someone's glaring and you look down and it's a 5-year-old that's looking back, not moving, holding her mom's hand and she's glaring. You look up at the mom and the mom's glaring, the dad's glaring. You walk over there to security and by the time you look for them, they're glaring. The police are glaring. You go to the desk. The lady grabs your passport and she's staring at you while typing stuff and takes the passport and slams it on the desk loud.
Damn.
Bro, remember they was slamming our passports? This man be big, bro.
Smoked your ass. It was crazy, though, bro.
Nervous, bro.
It made me say I hate Russia, for real.
Oh, for real?
We had a flight.
I wouldn't recommend going to Russia,
We had a flight that was like 7 hours up, bro.
I would never ask you to co-sign nothing.
It was to the point where people was walking by me, bro. And they was bumping me with their shoulders, like walking through me.
He was bumping them, bro. He was walking like.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't what
putting sauce on the story.
Like
I'm putting sauce on it, but what it is,
I get what you're saying, because Russians are pretty like patriotic and shit. Like they wit with the country with.
The full story of it was, we walked past some people and somebody bumped me, and then somebody kind of bumped bruh.
They don't say excuse me.
And they say excuse me. So I was kind of I don't know, it was a boom, another bump. Then somebody bumped him. Because at this time, he could walk. He wasn't like, he could actually walk on his feet.
Right.
You know what I mean? First time we flew to Europe, actually, Dad, this was the first time we flew to Europe. First trip to Italy, and we passed through Russia, not knowing not to travel through there. And it was like a layover for 7 hours. Somebody bumped him, then bumped me. And after a while, my consciousness kicked in, and I realized if the people at the desk is like this, the citizens, the kids, the babies, the teenagers, and the cops, this whole country's in on it. And then I started walking through people. Like, hey, I'm with a dude, he got a physical ailment, it's just me and him and we're in their fucking country.
Right.
This ain't another nigga block or a hood or you in the house saying, bro, pull up, we're in a country where no one will find out, no one's coming to help us, and their cops are in on it.
Yeah.
Like the security, everyone, they looked at like they hated us. And our plan was to walk out the airport and we was gonna do some stuff while we made it 7 hours. Like, man, we could walk around Russia.
So it was a layover.
It was a layover, but it was an intentional layover. Like, man, we got 7 hours, bro. Cause me and him, we kind of spontaneous on the spot with footage and content.
Right.
So it was like, man, 7 hour layover. We go to Russia. We could walk out the airport, get footage, come back in 3 hours before the flight, and we fly to Italy.
Right.
And we went through so much at the airport. I went to the desk and was like, yo, y'all ain't got no more flights to Italy at all? And they was like, we got one in 3 hours. And I was like, bro, give us that now. We'll get the ticket now. Me and him changed our tickets.
Damn.
And to leave in 3 hours, and we walk straight to the back with me bumping people.
Y'all got the fuck
Walking
up out of there.
Yeah, every single person I seen lining up to bump me or him, I made sure I trucked them when I got there.
Damn, they will lock your ass up in
because
Russia,
we not about to look weak and scared, and y'all gonna start doing. At least I know I got to at least deal with the ones who are real ones.
Right.
But the wimpy ones who bumping me because you think I won't do nothing, y'all not about to get those wins off. I'm at least subtract y'all by thinking I'm going to destroy whoever do it first. Like, you know, so... And it's just survival mode, bro. I felt like I was on Earth for real, bro.
Damn.
Like, nah, we ain't in the building, bro. We basically in the safari, and we got to get up out of here.
Yeah, I don't think no American should go to Russia for sure, man. Like,
Nah.
damn, like, especially nowadays, you know, like, hell no.
I don't think me and him have ever touched foot anywhere near Russia since that day.
Hey, hold on, time out though. I was just looking at the screen, bruh. The brain surges got me self-conscious, like the left side of my body, like my arm and my leg be limp or whatever. So I was sitting like this for the whole time we've been sitting right here. And I've been like this because I wasn't paying attention.
Right.
Bro, I was looking so trash, man. That's why I gotta be conscious of. I'm so self-conscious now. I gotta sit like this, bro.
Everything's
So
visual.
y'all gotta excuse my swag was looking trash.
Nah, man.
For real, bro.
I wouldn't say
I was
that.
feeling bad, like I was looking trash. So now that's why I'm sitting like this now with my arm like this now.
I wouldn't
That's
say you was
crazy,
looking
'cause
trash, man.
You brought that to our attention though. We didn't even think like that the whole time. That's crazy.
And that's what I
But
said.
that's crazy how you know
It's pessimistic
something
view,
wrong.
though. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we
you
weren't
know what
really
I'm
thinking
saying?
like that, man.
It's
like,
like-
we didn't
it's-
look at you like
it's
something
like-
was
it's
wrong.
like
You
this-
was really chilling just
It's
now.
like a chick that come out the house and say, man, I got a pimple, I got a pimple, I got a pimple, I got a pimple.
Y'all see
and
different
then
now though, like this versus like this.
It is very different now.
It's really however
we
you
didn't-
feel like sitting, man.
Yeah.
Like,
it looked like you was just chilling.
My point is, we didn't know like your left side was numb or something.
No.
Your swag was your swag.
And then you got to realize, bro, we
know
from
what I'm
around the
saying?
way, bro.
and I'm
Let's
leaning
be-
already. I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
doing like
that's
you.
why I said we from around the way, bro. No one sits the proper way.
Nah, bro.
We either slouch to the seat, we lean it.
Yeah, but yeah, you cool
When we
again.
ride in our car, we ride in the cars and we don't ride in the car the right way. We slouch like this, leaning over, sitting back. Like, nah, I thought that was just your swag. And you know,
Yeah,
you
I
was
thought
being
you
a
was
lame
chilling, bro.
today. I thought you was being lame.
Next, keep it going. All right, what's next, bro?
Nah, like I said, I was gonna ask you, like,
Come on.
like,
Oh, you said you had a
Before-
question. Well, never mind. I'll wait.
cause like you said, you was getting to these bitches, right? So like,
Yes, sir.
I heard you say you make music.
Yes, sir.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I write this music.
say what?
Oh, Sherry write your music, bro.
I write this music.
He
Oh,
don't
you
write
write
for
it.
you,
I write everything
You-
down
you
to the
right.
ad libs.
Oh, okay.
If he say yo, I wrote it on the lyric in parentheses yo.
Come on, bro.
And
Yo, so you write your own shit, period.
Yeah.
All right, so with that being said, my question to you is simple. Are your lyrics real?
I heard they was too real, to be honest,
Ooh,
man.
that's good. That's a good
As I
complaint.
talk about the bad stuff, mostly the bad stuff, because I know the world we live in, unfortunately, they like to hear more bad than good. So
So what
Yeah.
type of rapper you would say? Like, not I know you would say you're a real rapper, but I mean, are you a promoting type rapper? Are you gonna be conscious for the ladies? Are you gonna be more breadwinning for the men? Are you more street winning to the rap? Are you more urban? Like, are you pop? Are you like everything?
Before my situation, this medical situation, I was just a certified street nigga type, street rapper. Rap, because that's what I was doing. Like I'm writing raps in a notebook, like right after I catch a sale. Or I be like, hold on, I just started something, hold on. Or like now, I just be rapping about traveling, having fun, a better life for real.
yeah,
So it's a form of venting for real.
bro had to sit it lit though with the music though. Like
Oh, yeah?
because you got to think back when niggas was young, it's the CD era. We was out there
The
on them
CD
corners,
era,
out there on the corners pumping CDs, bro.
At the gas station with
we used
the
to shout out
CDs.
to J30. You know what I mean? We used to hop in the whip with a dude J30, bro. He was the promoter dude that used to run events. We got so in close with him though that he also was a CD duplicator guy. So
Okay.
he would jump in the whip, rent a van, me, him, a couple, like maybe 3-4 other people, and we'll pick a city, go out there, get the hotel. Every day, he would press up whatever album we needed pressed on the spot in the room with the machine.
Speaking of that.
And we'll go trap CDs, sell, make the money, and whenever we come back to the room, we all chip in for the battle room for the next night.
Bro, I still was kind of in the game. I ain't gonna lie, bro. So they thought, he said, if we don't make enough money, we can't pay for another night in the hotel. The whole time I'm thinking like, bro, I got money, bro. I don't gotta sell those CDs. I can just, but
I'm just spreading the music.
He taught me to grind though, to go from city to city. So
Yeah.
we literally walking up to random people. How you doing today?
I'm talking about,
I'm so and so.
I'm talking about leaving the house and your family don't see you for 2 weeks.
Selling
And every
CDs.
day we ain't talking to chicks. We not trying to get no pussy. We not doing nothing.
Selling
We
CDs,
wake up,
bruh.
eat breakfast, and this nigga say, artillery, I just pressed up 200 of yours. Here you go, here go yours. We go sell the CDs. He come back, add them up. We split the amount of money we made to pay him. So he eating off us, getting the CDs. We eating off it, and we all chipping in on the room. And we just did that, and whenever it looked like the money ain't making sense because the room catching up to our profit, that's when it's time to go home. Like, all right, they ain't buying CDs no more. We starting to pay for the room with our own money now. Time to go. And we'll leave, you know what I mean? So, but now we was moving, bro, but his hustle was just different. Because we'll have him like, yo, I got it for the five. Bro was actually walking around saying, give me whatever you think I deserve. So we'll be in the city and they might pull up and buy, I might see somebody buy his project for $20. And we independence dudes, fresh, and they just buying 20s. People pulling up and saying, hey, show, give me 10 of them. And I'm going to go sell the other 9 to my homeboys who want to buy, and I'm picking up they 9 for them.
Right.
Like, bruh, and it was just like,
Ain't it
bruh,
amazing how that's not a thing no more, though?
The CD gone.
The CD game gone. The
CD,
physical.
The distributors run the game again. We had an Underground Railroad when we had the CDs. Because, see, now there ain't no Underground
It's all
Railroad.
about streaming.
Everybody's using the apps that they use on their phone. Whereas at first, when we had the CD, I could walk into Family Dollar, get this pack of CDs.
Right.
I could go up to the I'm about to get, this is the game too, for real.
Yeah.
But I can go get these CDs. I can go up to the Office Max or the Home Depot and buy the stickers that you print on the paper.
Right, you can pimp them motherfuckers out a little bit.
Run that junk through the printer, pull the sticker off, stick it on top of the Memorex CD.
Start a motherfucking
and
enterprise.
I got my own cover, print out everything, CD jewel cases, and you out there pumping them, bro, for the $5, bro.
Hey, man, J30 got so cool. He was doing all that for me, selling me 500 CDs for $200, bro. I said, oh my God.
Yeah, because you was getting posters, flyers, everything.
Bro, he turned me up. Hey, J30, I love you, dog. Pause.
Yeah, it was to the point where Show would just go online and post the photo, and he'd be like, the pack just dropped. I just got a brick.
Bro, I started
And
selling
there'd be
my
like
CDs.
1,000 CDs in
I
the
started
box.
selling my CDs. It seemed like once you were a street nigga, bro, it's just
easy.
You can hustle anything.
Bro, I started putting my CDs in sandwich bags, bro.
Yeah,
Literally.
selling it like he was trapping.
And I woke up one day, I said, man, I sold so many CDs. This before I hopped on the plane. I was just talking to a girl. She was like, real niggas travel. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go to Vegas. And I just hung up the phone with her and went to the airport, bought a ticket and went to Vegas and was selling CDs, bruh. Then, like now, today, since CDs ain't no object now, I wrote a book. So now I just be selling a book like in CDs now, for real.
Writing a book is a hell of a hustle nowadays too, though. That's still a medium that
He
you can
about to
sell
help me
like
write
that.
a book.
And he actually selling a lot of copies though. That's the
Oh
crazy
yeah,
part.
what's the name of the book?
Called Fantasies and Tragedies. You can go on Amazon, type in Tyrell Morton, and the book will just come up.
Okay.
Yeah.
He actually blessed me with a copy.
Oh,
I haven't had a
okay.
chance to sit down and read it yet because I've been on the road. But once
Can I get a
get
copy
home-
of that shit?
I meant to bring you one, to be honest, bro. That's
No, he
crazy,
didn't.
bro. I did, for real, man.
You got like an audio version of the book?
Nah.
You need to do an audio.
Don't
book.
nobody want to hear him talk about the book.
It's just a digital version and a paperback version.
Okay.
His voice ain't
I would
dope.
like a copy of
But
it.
I'm gonna read the book and make an audio, and then I'm gonna put it on
Nigga dumb as
Amazon,
hell,
and I'm gonna let you read the
Nigga
book.
dumb as hell, dog. Nobody would have heard that nigga talk about the
They don't like his voice, but I'm gonna read the
Saying,
book.
a lot of people listen to
And
them
I'ma let you
audiobook
listen
shits,
to the
man. You put that shit
audiobook
on
when he
Audible and
said
shit.
it.
Nah, real
That's some
shit.
bread right there, too.
I audio book your shit. Every woman love my voice. So I definitely audio book your book, bro.
Yeah,
No problem.
You think you can get AI to audio?
Man, nah, AI ain't
Yeah,
tough.
Man,
Tommy just gonna cut out
No,
that.
I ain't gonna cut y'all off, but I'm just saying, like, I was watching some shit. I was watching
humans.
I was watching some shit earlier about how fucking AI can like mimic singers' voices
AI
and
can't
shit.
mimic me.
Yeah,
It actually could.
but
Cause I switch my vowels up in my raps.
But this is the thing.
You'd
It's,
have to, though.
It's
I
different.
will.
Is this the thing? It's different with the celebrities. What happens when you go to the internet and I got you doing a commercial and a voiceover for my studio, and it's like, yo, what up, this Tommy Guns, bro? And then,
But you
first
can
time-
do that though.
But
Like,
what I'm saying is, what if it's not me and you don't know? What if you look? You can do it, but how do you feel though?
I would feel very weird about
Yeah.
this shit.
Very
But
weird.
you know, but I don't know. It's just that ain't taking away the possibility that like
It won't happen. Yeah.
somebody could do that shit
Do that shit,
easily.
yeah.
Like I like how his voice sound. They'll never know him. He's just a dude around the corner, and I'm gonna use his voice because the nigga talk sounded good. He's just a bum.
It's fucked up, but
AI
do it.
Marcus Johnson.
like I seen a video earlier, man. You could like sing some shit.
Yo, did you hear what he said?
What he say?
AI's Market Johnson. Pause. That's a super pause.
Nah, but you can like sing some shit and it'll completely turn your vocals to like female vocals and shit.
That's a fact too. And you can say something in English and now you can translate in every language.
Yep.
Man, so much shit
That's
AI
crazy.
can do right now.
Yeah,
man.
AI making it happen.
Like it's
But
gone.
I feel like they should make it work in our favor the way they are doing, as opposed to keep trying to make a model body of a human
I
and then
think-
make that be the AI. You know,
I feel like with the AI, I think for humans that's born on the earth, while AI is already out and exposed to the public, excuse me, exposed to the public though, I feel while AI is out to the people that and exposed to the public, if you were born after this stage, I feel sorry for you because you're in a world where you will rely on technology, computer chips, devices, and zeros and ones. If you familiar with computer sequences, this is your form of tools to exist on the planet Earth.
right.
So I feel sad for you. However, for those of
I
us
don't know
who
if I feel sad for them.
I feel sad for them on a survival level, but for those of us who are in the earth where we use maps, we had to read the signs. We knew how to actually stop, roll the window down, and say, "Hey, excuse me, sir. How do you get to Richmond, Virginia, man?
that's true, that's true.
You 6 hours away, but you need to hop on I-95 and just go north." And I can go north for about 4 hours until I get to the next guy and ask him, and eventually somebody gonna point me, and I'm gonna say, "Yeah, I asked a couple people, and I finally got it." The people who went to the libraries and actually read books and had to flip the pages and sit there for hours to get the information and look for it. The ones who actually had workouts and really had to be on top of their game because we couldn't just put a watch on. They told us what our BP
I know,
and
I hear what
BMI and all this stuff.
I hear
is.
what you're saying. Like
When
people growing up in this generation, they don't have the basic skills that people have.
They don't
in
have
their
it,
days.
but not just the fact we have it. We're the people who who actually know how to use less to get the same result they're getting, and now we have AI. And so it's a tool for us, but for them it's a lifestyle though. So it's like I feel they're limited and they will never step outside of it. Anything that you don't learn that we've learned from trial and error and the way we were taught as kids, you're not even going to consider the concept of that you can use AI to do this. Whereas when I go AI, I'm like, damn, I've been doing this for 10 years manually, and you telling me I can do this in a button, and now my 2 hours turns to 5 minutes, and if something goes wrong, I can still go manual because I know how to do it.
But who
For
has the
me-
advantage? Who has the advantage in that situation? Somebody who grew up in that scenario and is more adept to it because they grew up in it. You know what I'm saying?
feel-
Or the old head that figure out like, hey, oh shit, I can fucking,
The new nigga,
I can translate some
But
another
when you
language.
say old, when you say old head and you speaking that, you speaking of people that's old and
I'm
behind.
talking
on-
about like me,
Exactly,
or my
but
pops or
you're
some
behind.
shit. Yeah,
But you gotta
behind,
think. You
though.
gotta think.
compared to my son who's growing up in it.
Yeah, but
he's
what I'm
he's
saying
more
is
advanced
you're
than
in the gray area right now. We're not considered. Now we may be the people that are saying, "Oh, I ain't know about
Let me
this."
second that, brother.
But once the area that you're speaking of, when we say, "Oh, I don't," we talk about our grandparents and grandmas.
Yeah.
They way behind.
They
but
definitely way behind.
For us 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
we
kinda
still
in
in
the-
that
kinda the
gray
middle
area
child or
of,
whatever.
I didn't find it out when you did. But after about 6 months of it being out, I know.
Right.
I'm gonna second that with. He knows this just as well as anybody else I play on the game with. I got a son, my son 3. And I'm saying this because you mentioned how your child will be on the same technology that you're studying, that you're trying to learn.
Right.
And he'll just get it.
Yeah, he's just gonna
He's
adapt
just
to
gonna
it.
adapt to it. Perfect example, Fortnite.
Okay.
I play Fortnite with my 3-year-old.
And he just picked it up real quick.
Listen, me and my guy, pause, Guns, T Guns, shout out T Guns, man.
What up, Guns?
313 all day.
Sonny.
Talk to my people, right? Guns will tell you, me and Guns, we run up on 3 guys.
Okay.
We catch them reviving the guys, the squad. They trying to revive their squad, their 4th member. We always play trios, just me, my son, and Guns. And we go run squads, get dubs all day.
Oh, your son is.
My son 3.
Shout out to salute the Turtle
My
Man.
son, now look,
Shout out Turtle Man.
I'm an older fella. Guns an older fella. Guns in his 50s.
Right.
My son 3, tell me why we run over there. We started killing the squad. Pause. We dropped 2 dudes. Now mind you, one guy's already down. We dropped 2 dudes. Pause. The other guy that's alive, he kills us. We're on our knees. Pause. My son runs over.
Diabolical.
My son rolls over. Smacks cuz. Picks our cars up. Finds a van. Reses us. And emotes.
Damn.
And emotes. My dog goes, I would have never believed it if I would have never saw this shit myself.
3 years old.
He
Man.
say turtle man.
3 years old, and when I play Fortnite, this is my partner for a lot of
Yeah,
games.
bruh. And my son to tell you,
Like
Daddy.
you on Turtle Man? All right, we playing.
Yes, let's kill these niggas.
I'm talking about me
bruh.
on the ground
My
dead.
son the dope. My son dope, bro.
Me on the ground dead crawling, and I'm good because I know he gonna kill them and pick me
I
up.
said all that to say
What?
I don't
At
have
3,
him,
bro. He
like,
nice.
Look, bro, I got my son on schedule, bro. Like I'm a father. Like I don't have my son on the game all day, bro.
Right.
Nah, we go to the parks. You can check my ground.
Yeah,
we
facts.
out. We
Facts.
out.
I can
We
vouch
go
for
to
that.
museums, all that.
Yeah, I already know. I be
So when
seeing
I
the
bring my
videos
son
and
to
shit.
home and we get on the game, bro, it's easy for him. Now, guess what he tells me? Man, I want to play Apex. Fortnite, nah, it's too easy.
What?
Fortnite's too easy. This is a 3-year-old.
Damn.
A 3-year-old, bro. So
3
yeah, when it
years
comes to
old,
this
that's
technology,
crazy.
bro, I feel like our children, their brains are so big that
Right.
they can grasp everything they're learning easier as a child.
Definitely, you definitely
Easier,
grab shit
because
easier
they
as a
want to
child.
know, they want to learn.
And that's,
they
that was my
wanna
point.
see.
Like they growing up in
Yeah,
this
bro.
technological
Yeah,
age,
bro.
so they gonna be
Yeah,
able to
bro.
flip it in ways.
Bro,
Y'all saw
be-
the movie called Limitless before?
Yes, of course.
You know, it's a
The
part
pill,
where they was
right?
coming up. Huh?
Who in that movie?
The pill.
Yeah. Robert De Niro and I forgot other dude's name.
I know.
They take the pill and the pill just turn their brain up, make them use like 90%.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it like fucked him up some kind of way, didn't it?
It turned him to a thing like he
needed
was
it.
dependent on
He
it.
didn't
Yeah.
want to be a regular human thinking person ever again.
But it was a part on there when he put his hand on his chest was like, you would have get hit by a car. The car was coming. And he said, just because you can take the pill and this AI got me thinking about this. The pill is like AI. The pill just turn you up. It skip you a bunch of levels. Robert De Niro was like, you will never be smarter than me. You haven't lived life how I lived.
Yeah,
You
it's
ain't
just
been through what
impossible.
you ain't been through what I've been through. You ain't seen what I've seen. You young. I'm old.
Right.
But the pill just make you not even care about none of that.
None of that
Like,
shit.
nigga don't need to go through all that. When I can just take this pill and be.
Yeah,
He the smartest
and
motherfucker
really
ever.
what it is,
Would you rather go through all that or just take the pill?
I'd rather go through all of it. And the reason why is because
I'm going through it.
I feel the faster you go, the more it's like a car. The faster you go, the more mistakes you make. It's different for us who have our logic and reasoning founded, empowered in trial and error, and having mental tools of experience that makes our eyes, ears, and sense of smell just move a certain way to get us to certain results. So with AI, what we'll do with it is not even what they'll consider to do with it. However, they will go faster. But it's always going to be an OG that's going to walk in and say, man, if I would have had that when I was your age, I would have did this with it. We couldn't do that back then. Man. You wasting it because y'all just doing that with it because you just using it because it's there. But if I had that, boy, I'd be a millionaire.
Would you use AI on your music?
On my music?
I mean, he said he write for you.
Nah, it's different. Music different.
He don't need AI when he got me.
I got a dog.
You got video? Oh, my bad.
I got a dog that paid $500 a month for a mentor. Mentor turned him up.
For a mentor?
Yeah, the mentor. He said, you should get the mentor. But I'm thinking.
I mean,
the mentor talked to me. He said,
do you think Miyagi was worth $500 a month to Karate Kid?
Yeah, like that's a cool scenario. Instead of him trying to do it by himself.
Tell wifey the drink is drinking.
Instead of doing all that stuff by himself.
Spitting Bible scriptures in here.
I definitely would have paid $500 for Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, bro.
Instead of bumping my head, trying stuff.
It's like when people, it's like crazy, bro, because it's like when people be like,
y'all gotta see this shit.
This man wilding with the Crocs.
Hey, hold on, before you play that, I pulled up my book, man. It's a part about Mario, man.
Okay.
Hey, read
about
it.
Mario?
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, the video game. It was his favorite game when he was a kid.
Hey, bro, just read this out loud, bro.
All right.
Hold on. I'm holding.
You trying to put me on the
man,
spot?
The first line right now.
You know I can't read. He trying to put me on the spot.
Oh, he about to Floyd Mayweather you.
What's the artillery to God?
The first line gonna be so rude.
Read it out loud.
But I mean, you touching stuff.
Pause. Big pause. Goose pause.
Artillery to God. He snitched on.
That's it. That's all. Hey, make sure y'all download my book on Amazon so y'all can read the porn star. I don't know how I'm still cool with him. And he snitched on me, bro.
Oh no!
That shit.
You can play this too, bro.
He said artillery to God. He snitched on me.
Read the book to catch the rest of the rest. That's crazy, bro. You know we best friends, man.
Oh man, I'ma clip that shit. I'm sharing that.
Nah.
That's pretty funny, man.
Nah, I love you, bro. Nah, bro.
I love now.
It's all love now.
Nah. But man, it's crazy, bro. This Croc video.
No, this is AI shit. Damn, it's just these fucking ads and shit. You know?
That's how it go. They making that. That's the new commercials. We was just talking about that.
They make you want to pay for that fucking premium shit, man.
Yeah.
Then Netflix keep going up every
but while that's building, like I just feel you make more mistakes when you go faster. The dude who's running to work with a handful of shit and running usually drops all that shit and spends so much time picking up all the books to stack them up because he rushed and dropped them that he used so much time picking them up that he went actually slower than the person who took their time to get there.
Right.
So it's kind of like that to me with the new generation and old generation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when the AI clashes and those glitches that computers have happen and you realize this human cannot manually look with his senses.
Talking about like when technology turns off one day, they ain't gonna have no motherfucking
no,
skills
not
to
even
survive
on that level.
shit.
I'm speaking on the nature of free will. Because no matter how good AI is, we're still dealing with a computer. It only learns off of what it experiences, so it can only do what has been done to it.
I mean, we only learn
That's the only thing it can do.
Experiences,
exactly.
They put it on Facebook now too. They ask you, do you want to, like, you type your status, and then it's an option.
Do you want AI to write your status?
And they're like shorten the sentence, make it longer, pause, make the words different.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is sweet.
Because it's basically basically AI.
You didn't say that shit.
Basically, AI is a brain that's trying its best to use everything it possibly can in any way to learn as much as it can, so it can't be wrong.
Basically, AI. We've been feeding like the hive mind that is AI like ever since we started using the internet and giving it all our
Exactly.
habits and information and locations and typing patterns, speaking patterns. You know what I'm saying? It's been studying our consciousness to become like sentient one day. You know what I'm saying?
I think AI's weakness.
No, I don't.
No. I'm saying the weakness of AI. I think what its weakness is it will never be able to activate what we as humans do when we naturally see something going wrong based on what we thought would go happen or what we're programmed to think, and assess it in that moment and fix it on spot when it's a situation that has never ever occurred in our lives ever before. And we use logic and reason to be like, I never did that before, but it came out right. That's where AI is gonna lock up.
Logic and reasoning,
AI will always lock up if it has
But
an
a person's
experience.
logic and reasoning is kind of a result of shit that he done seen, he done been through. You will make a decision based on something that's done happened to you in your life, and that's like the same information that AI is compiling and putting into an algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
But that's if
so. What's the difference?
That's if you're speaking of the brain and the memory by itself. But you're eliminating the fact that you have a gut feeling. You have intuition.
But what is a gut feeling?
If a cruddy nigga was in here and he keep on like looking down and looking up, looking down and looking up, me, I'm gonna be like, oh, he might be trying to rob somebody in here.
Right.
I don't think AI would do something like that.
If you set it to do it, it will. If you set like a
Right.
bitch ass nigga like algorithm on AI,
Keyword. It's set to do it.
AI is chess, bro.
It's the key word. It's set to do it. But what if that's the first time it ever experienced that type of person in its existence, though? What does it do in that moment?
We can't be AI.
But that's not the case, because bitch ass niggas all over the internet. So we've been studying their ass since Google came out. You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing. AI is only as good as its experience. It will never have a gut feeling. It will never have intuition. It will never be. No matter how much this AI is trying to engineer, like me as a studio engineer, when my soul says,
Watch this.
Hey, the volume should be low on this one, even though all music is used, even though this is way too much reverb, Lil Uzi Vert make it sound amazing. So mathematically for Lil Uzi, we gonna drown these vocals in reverb. AI is gonna say, it shouldn't be that much reverb, it's wrong. But my soul is gonna dance to it in the club and love it to death.
That's so wrong.
AI can't do that.
To second what my brother's saying, right?
Okay.
Watch this. Let's say AI is a traffic cop.
Okay.
Let's say a street cop. Let's say he a street cop. And he arrests you for doing bitch ass shit. And you do bitch ass shit once, to him you just a bitch ass nigga. Period. No matter what you did years before, no matter
Like-
how stand up you were.
Like if we was living
you
in
do
like
it once.
That's what people
RoboCop land, and AI had to make the like traffic stop decisions, and like
Yeah. It's no matter what, it's gonna
they
always
wouldn't have
be
the
stopped.
judgment and the logic of a human being.
be
Is what
AI.
you
Not,
saying?
not if somebody's crossing the street.
AI doesn't have logic and
Not
reasoning.
if a
It
car
has
is
good
not
memory.
coming.
But they got
Like, what if
robots.
he don't recognize a car coming?
But y'all don't think it could get to that point one day where they figure out kind of
We there, bro?
everything that a conscious human does?
We there.
No, because
We're there though. No,
Robots.
And it
I don't
really
agree with that part.
becomes
I
like
think we're
sentient,
there.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it
Like,
is sentient.
Because it ain't nothing like
I think-
AI is in its baby stage right now.
Bro, I seen a robot.
Because when a baby
bro.
come out, they don't know shit from shit. They
Nah,
learn
this is-
over time.
I think
It's sentient already.
I think the relationship with AIs and humans is the relationship between man and women.
Not really.
I think it's
I
between
think
man
it's
and
a-
monkeys.
I think
No,
it's
no,
a
no, no, no.
relationship
I'ma
with
I think
say
yourself.
between
man and
man and
women.
monkeys, and we the monkeys in the
I
situation.
think
The
it's
reason-
a
the
relationship
reason
with
I'm
yourself,
saying
'cause you
man
talk to
and
Siri,
women-
you talk to Alexa.
Yeah, the reason
you
I'm
talk to
saying
yourself.
the reason I'm saying man and women is because when you think of man, a man is logical.
Facts.
And we've been trying to make logical reasoning of the woman forever, who operates off of what she feels.
That's why they give you
And we
female
never can
AI.
make logic of it because it doesn't make sense. Even though we know the woman is so important and her feelings applies in so many ways that we can't live without her. But for some reason, you don't make sense a whole fucking lot. But you come out right based off how you feel, just as much as my logic equals up to the right answer though. So I need you for this. And whereas our relationship is the AI is nothing but logic off of its memory.
Yeah, it's the
And
ultimate logic.
It's
you know?
gonna always,
it won't get sidetracked by some
nothing.
pussy.
It has
You
no
know what I'm
feelings.
saying?
It has
It's
no
gonna
emotions.
stick to the drive.
It will
It's
It's gonna
always
stick to the merit. It's
will-
gonna stick to the facts or whatever the fuck.
It will always do 1 plus
good.
1
That's a good
equals 2.
I
It'll
think it
always
sounds
be
like
zero.
that.
zeros
And that's
and ones.
right. However, the woman lets us know something exists where your 1 plus 1 ain't always the dominant thing that need to be here.
But there's some people that would say a woman is man's like ultimate like downfall. Like every powerful man. Is
I wouldn't
kinda
say it's a
taken out by
downfall.
woman,
I think
you
when
know?
a woman controls
and
you, it
AI
is.
wouldn't have that like caveat and that like kind of like weakness. You know,
Bro,
what
I
I'm
seen
saying?
the robots like with a little girl. Like the little girl was sad and the robot controlled her, bro. That's crazy, bro.
But it's not emotional. It's not intuition.
It
It's
just responded to
basically,
you being sad.
It said the
It
last.
can mimic that though.
It said I looked
it
at
just
a human.
responded you for being sad.
It's mathematical. It's memory. It's I
just
looked at a
responded.
human and they were crying, doing this. This was falling from their eyes, and it looked it like this.
It said, "Are
and
you
every
okay?"
time a human
That's what it's supposed to
looked
say.
it like this, I witnessed another human, hugged them, and asked them, "Are they okay?"
But ultimately,
so being that
bro,
1,000 humans
that's what
have
your
done this,
own brain does. You know what I'm saying? That's a stimuli
That's-
for your brain at the
That's
same
not
time.
what your brain does.
I see a baby cry, you know, my brain stimulate
But-
me to fucking console the baby, pick it up.
You don't
know
do
what
that
I'm
with
saying?
every baby.
But then
though.
no, because
You
now
don't do that with every
what
baby.
you're doing.
I would probably do that with every
What
baby
you're
if it
doing-
was alone.
Now I think
You know what I'm saying?
you
But
wouldn't.
another impulse in my brain
You
is
wouldn't.
telling me that's somebody else's
But
baby.
this
Don't
is
go
the
up there
thing.
and
I
touch
think
that baby.
I
you know
think
what I'm
the
saying?
You wouldn't do it.
the memory of the essence of it is for the culture you've grown up in. You say a hug is what is the language I display in this moment for her
Right.
to understand what I want her to feel from me.
Right.
However, the source of why you're doing it is because your heart is tightening up and you feeling a certain way, and you're saying, I should do something to help her. AI is never gonna feel that. It's
I
just
wouldn't
gonna
say
say,
never, bro. Never
it's
say
gonna
never.
say, this is what we should do based on what history and my memory shows should be done. And I feel if a robot comes up and hugs you, a part of you, if you're conscious, is gonna say,
This is a
you don't
cold,
give a fuck
lifeless-
about me. You don't even understand what's going
Why
on.
should
But
the robot have feelings though?
it's like the women who lay on a teddy
Wow.
bear.
Yeah.
Who cry and squeeze the teddy bear when they need something. They know it's inanimate.
Shit,
it
you
doesn't
probably
mean
can't
nothing.
tell them women
but
they
your
ain't feeling
emotions
they
still-
ain't feeling something from that teddy bear.
I
right
feel
there.
you, but the teddy bear is doing
Or
absolutely
that
nothing.
rose, if you want to
The
take
teddy
it
bear
there.
is doing absolutely nothing but existing in the shape it's in, and they are experiencing it
Man, there's
and
people
relating
in
it.
love with robots right now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
And
but
them
it's the-
motherfuckers ain't sentient at all.
It's the human's power
As a
into
whole.
it. The robot doesn't have any emotions for you whatsoever.
But a sophisticated AI could.
Your alarm clock would never love
A
you.
sophisticated AI could mimic it to the point where some people wouldn't be able to tell the difference, my nigga. Is
All
what
right,
I'm
well,
saying.
if this is the point, if it doesn't matter, why when we meet a fake ass person who's doing all this shit real people do, and we realize they're not real and they don't really love us, but they got the behavior, but they was faking, why does it hurt us so much if a person really feeling how they're acting out? If it didn't matter, why would we care so much? Why would it be so much heartbreak when we realize what you're doing, bro, that ain't even you. I found out you were this type of person, and over the years, after talking to 20 people, you did this to all of them as well. This is what you do.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at AI. Like, if there's nothing inside of you and you're only doing it, the action, what is the
But
purpose
bro,
of
if
even
AI,
loving humans?
let me say this: like, if AI has a record of, let's say AI can read everybody's messages, can analyze every scenario that it's done seen in everybody's lives over the past 50 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's all compiled into this model to read human behavior. So it would, like you was talking about chess, nigga. It would be thousands of moves ahead of anybody in any scenario, in any situation, because it's done seen everything, every fight on the internet, every argument, every time some bitch nigga fucked over somebody else and somebody cheated and this like that. It would be able to see your behavior from so far off, you wouldn't be able to react to it. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what was self-destructed? and fuck it up every time. That moment when you as a human meets one of those people in life that you know ain't been here before. And you say, damn, this Martin Luther King, this Malcolm X, this nigga's different. And I know how to assess that different people exist and appreciate you, where AI is gonna lock up and say, this mathematically as a personality doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
AI just got
At first, but it's in
Doesn't make
its infant
sense.
stage. And it's like a computer versus a supercomputer. You know what I'm saying? With computing power, like,
Well, let's check this out. 'Cause
yeah, let's check it out.
I'm sure this gonna lean to a lot to what you're saying.
Yeah,
You
like-
sound
We building
Joe-
today.
You can make
You
female
sound like
vocals.
Joe-
If you're female,
We building,
you
we ain't
make
even
guy
using
vocals.
topics. We
Like,
just-
is it just me or is this gig crazy? Hello guys, I'm finally back. A few of you have been asking me if
a
I'm
little
dead.
long, but-
I think I'm alive,
Bruce Pauser.
but I just had a lot to do in school, and now I've taken 2 weeks off, and now I'm back. There is one thing with AI that has been grabbing my attention lately, and that is all of these voice changers. You've all seen the memes on TikTok with Joe Biden and Donald Trump and Obama playing Minecraft together. It's funny as hell, but does it have any real
That's a
world
crazy combination
application?
of players.
Well, I'm about to blow your minds.
Joe
So we're
Biden.
inside of a
About to
studio.
blow
This
your
is a little
minds.
test
Pause.
project that I have. This is my voice.
Time. We're running out of time.
Boy, that nigga mixed the fuck out of them vocals. Reverb.
This is my
Damn.
voice.
Check it out,
ran
though.
through an AI algorithm thing.
Time. We're running out of time.
Change into a whole bitch.
You can write your own hooks and then you sing
Like,
on
It
is
them.
it
wouldn't
just
even need
me
to
or is
hire
this
a fucking.
fucking
That's what I'm
crazy?
saying. The singers just lost their jobs.
We're running out of time. Hide. Don't stop to look back. There's
You get a chick that look bad, that's a model, to lip sync it and run the ball.
I also have this version.
Time. We're running out of time.
It don't even sound robotic.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm an engineer. I cannot
That
tell.
sound like a real
I don't hear
human being.
not one piece of
That's how
technology.
intricate AI can be. Like, it can
And,
mimic
we also have
sound
The
patterns
Weeknd.
and make it sound like anybody
We're
smooth.
running out.
That's the weekend.
Have
It
The
sounds
Weeknd.
just like, you can't say it don't sound just like the weekend.
Don't stop to look back. There's no time to fight. Oh no.
And we also have The Weeknd.
Time. We're running out of time.
It actually,
The hell if it don't.
Hide.
It's close enough to fool somebody.
it sounds like the weekend without auto-tune on them.
I mean, we've all seen the Drake AI thing by now, so we know that if you want to put Drake on a beat that you made, that's entirely possible. But if you want to put The Weeknd on your pop track, then you can do that. It's absolutely crazy. I will
Facts.
show you how to do it
Only
in this
thing
video.
is you can't use
so
that nigga
I
image
use
or name,
2
'cause the
websites.
business ain't gonna let you
this
use
one
it.
I found on TikTok, and also
Which is why they
Lala's.
say AI Drake, so they can use it.
Yeah, that shit.
They have to
kinda-
give it another title.
What y'all think that shit gonna do to music though? Cause like,
What do we
we can
think
make a
that shit
song
gonna-
right now and turn it into Drake's
What
voice.
do we
you know?
think that shit's gonna do to our legendary
I
people?
wouldn't say AI Drake though. I'd be like DRAIKE.
But what do we
name.
think that shit is going to, the real question is, what do we think that shit's going to do to our people like the Malcolm X's and the Martins who had to get shot by a bullet to get taken out now? And now they can just drop AI and just have you telling the bitch you want your dick sucked.
All I do is have
Man,
Martin
it
Luther
would be
King
so
on the track with
easy
me.
too.
What happens when the
I have Malcolm X
FBI, what
on the
happens
track
when the
with me.
FBI pull up on
Man, I'm gonna put
Umar
Malcolm X on the
Johnson's
track.
wife and says, yeah, has the message with your husband talking to 50 women talking about eating their ass.
But see, it's gonna kind of
It's
invalidate
diabolical.
audio and video evidence. You know,
Yeah, nothing will be real.
because it's already at the point where you can like type in some shit
And
on Google
anything can pop up.
Firefly and like any like movie quality video
And
will
how
pop
does that
up.
affect the people who pass the truth on and rely on footage and audio to be proof?
It's gonna
they're
shatter
telling the
all that
truth.
shit. All that shit. Fucked
Now
up.
you can't. Now you have nothing to stand on when you say this is true.
But I imagine in the file. it
Oh, the
would
picture
be-
ain't real. It's Photoshop. Well, damn. If I, how can I show you a photo now?
Shit, wow, man. I be seeing a whole bunch of bitches I went to school with.
When
Every goddamn day they posting the AI picture. And I'm like, damn, this bitch still look. And then I go to fucking profile.
When Tut looking for somebody to kill, and I hate you. And his cousin just died yesterday, and I show him the picture with you holding the gun and say that the store owner like shows so much the video, and I took a picture. Look, it's him right there.
Right.
How long do you live?
That shit
You
crazy,
get what I'm saying?
man.
This shit is actually it's a
It's
rabbit
real world
hole
implications to
when
that
someone can take your voice. Pause. It's a
Rabbit
rabbit
hole is
hole when
crazy.
someone can take your voice and make you say whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, it's totally possible.
And it's crazy because I find humor in that shit. I be reposting that shit and all that. Like LeBron going off on his
What
team.
happened- what
that
happened-
shit be
what
funny,
happened-
I ain't
bro.
saying that shit.
What happens when the baby mamas that hate the baby dad so much they'll try to get him killed, go to the kid and play an audio with a nigga saying, fuck my daughter, fuck you, fuck them kids. And they saying, look, I told you years ago your daddy lying. He said that I never cut him out of our life. He left us.
I hope people
You gotta
ain't
think
drunk
this
enough to
AI
do that
shit and vocal,
Giving
that
people
shit,
a lot of bad ideas,
bro,
man.
that shit shouldn't exist on the world,
Like
bro.
that,
Some
man.
shit.
Nah, he probably exposing some
Bro,
shit people have
But it's
done.
possible
Doing,
now.
bro.
You
The
know what I'm
best
saying?
metaphor I can give you for the AI is similar to the hunters who have found out how to create tools where they can sit in the woods and I can make an elk call
Yeah.
and make the other elks come. That's how I feel AI and that vocal shit is.
Yeah.
Whoever controls that shit can kill the elk whenever it wants, if it can sound like us.
Right.
How many deers is dead because of a deer call? How many ducks are shot because of a quack? How many niggas is going and making the birds do signals and messages all over, and the birds don't even realize they captive and should be flying around.
I mean, it's
That's
just
diabolical.
it's just another advance in technology,
Shit
like we
sinister.
was talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying?
sinister.
Like y'all was talking about being at the gas stations, selling the CDs, and then
Yeah.
that went to streaming and shit, and now AI and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now anybody has the power to like sing a song and get backup vocals from like
It's a cheat code.
like it's a super duper cheat code, and you can like be mad at it and like condemn it and shit, or fucking
You ever did
get
any
with it,
AI on your
goddamn.
music? Like any, like not AI. What's the auto tune would be AI?
Yeah.
right?
Nah, I never did.
Nah,
I wouldn't call that AI.
Auto-tune doesn't learn, it filters. It's a
Yeah.
filter.
But it's a type of AI.
But it's a filter. It's
It reverb.
really it's not an
Reverb, you think?
AI because
Okay.
auto-tune cannot learn anything.
Right,
it can
right.
only do a
Gotcha.
mission.
Got you.
And that's this
It's just a
key.
tool. It's just a
it's
tool.
like
Yes,
it's like
definitely a tool.
putting the New York
all.
filter on your
tool.
picture, whereas it's saying, well, I'm gonna put the E major filter on your voice.
But completely
Yeah.
changing your voice and sound waves to Drake's
Yeah,
voice and sound
that's
waves. That's
AI.
I
AI
thought
right
Drake
there.
had a real Michael Jackson feature, bro. That was AI the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like,
How
he
you-
got me.
Yeah, yeah, he
That nigga
definitely got
used
you.
Snoop and motherfucking
Tupac on the
Tupac.
West Coast nigga.
Who won the beef, man?
Come on,
Last
you
time we
serious?
talked about it,
Bro.
it wasn't over.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. It was worth it's not even.
Beat your ass with half the Bible if God watching.
They not like us.
If it was
I
no-
hear what you're saying,
You know what I'm
If it
saying?
was no social media, it wouldn't impact like that, bro.
but it is social media though.
Yeah.
And it was social media. It's social
It's a
media
social
on
media
Drake's side
diss.
too, and he been working social media forever.
I don't know, man.
And he got mean
But
people working for him. And
hit
When
shit.
him
you
up-
say
hit him
somebody,
up was impact.
when you say somebody's a snitch, when you say
not
they-
like
Look,
us. Is like numbers wise, probably the biggest beefs like song of all time.
When you, this is my
afterwards.
thing. If you're gonna plant some shit, shut up after you plant it. What's the purpose of being secretive if you're not gonna carry out the secret? The niggas who are private investigators, they retire as private investigators.
Right.
A whole 20 to 50 years on the staff of police force, and no one ever figured out there was a cop. They retired and they're still living in the same neighborhood, and to this day, you never knew he was a cop. You get what I'm saying? If
He's speaking from
if
experience.
but what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying.
Trapped there what I read.
Bro, he get on my nerves, bro. But when you plant something, don't say nothing. If you gonna send out that everyone knows in 2024 in the troll era, If you say I'm a rapist and I respond, I'm not a rapist, how you gonna say I'm a rapist? I never raped nobody. I got a family. The people respond and say, damn, you that butthurt, bro. You must be offended.
Oh my
It's
God.
radioactive
So
allegation,
what
man.
made
Like, it ain't really nothing you could do.
What made it stick is every time every time Kendrick had a bar that said something, Drake would make a story and be like, why would you say this, such and such and such, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, he was on the defensive.
Now people say, that's something that a rapist would say.
Yeah, that nigga said, what'd he say? He was like, I'm too rich to be a pedophile or some shit like
when
that.
you could have just kept it player and just went on with life, in 2 years from now, somebody like
He shoulda
Charleston
never
White
addressed
be
that
like, why
shit.
you ain't addressed it? Be like, I don't know, that shit ain't apply, so I ain't.
I don't know.
And
They
you could
say
kill that.
they say a hit dog a holler though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
If you throw the rock and somebody say ouch, that's the nigga it hit.
Cause we can't ignore the fact that he did like he had like waited till a few women like got of age and then like took him out on dates and shit
And not
like
to
that.
mention,
He
you went
kissed
on
that 17-year-old girl on stage. It
Facts.
was like I love the way your breasts feel rubbing against my chest. After she said her age, he was 23. You know, like
I don't condone it.
And then
Niggas
not
been
the-
doing that for forever.
I know
And
niggas
that's
been
the
doing it
shit.
forever, but like when you
Routine.
caught up, you caught up. That's why R. Kelly
And so many
finally in
niggas is
prison
on it that
after
even the
inviting
lawmakers-
bitches to America.
So many niggas was on it to the point where lawmakers slipped in and added the 16 consensual. If she agree, you get by, so they let you know niggas is on it. Well, it wouldn't be a law. Majority rule. That's what democracy is. So majority says 16-year-olds can be fucked if they say I want to. So it's
I
in
didn't
the
know
book.
that was a rule.
Nah, yeah, 16 consensual sex, certain states.
You can marry them and everything.
Yeah, with the
Oh,
parents'
damn.
permission. Certain states. It's not in all of them, but certain states in America, consensual sex.
Yeah, it's different
At
all over the world. And shit.
if they say
16
I
is-
want to do it,
Yeah.
it becomes legal.
right, but you know, in my eyes, that's
And
way
to
too
those of
young.
us who realize that, nah, you know, but they made a passage for their buddies to, you know, find a loophole.
right?
What did the apps? What did the app? No, I ain't gonna open this camera.
What?
No, I ain't gonna open it because you know we got that
got-
one
you got
that list
video
out
on
and
YouTube?
stuff. How many people was on that island took advantage of that 16-year-old rule?
You talking about the Epstein Island?
Yeah, how many people took advantage of that?
Speaking of Epstein, man, what y'all think about Diddy beating the shit out of Cassie?
Did he
in
do
that
it?
Video?
Hilarious.
You think it was hilarious?
Hilarious.
I don't condone.
I'm gonna tell you what.
girls,
Nah, it
but
wasn't
nah,
hilarious her getting beat. It was hilarious that they showed the video. Like, look at the proof. I'm like, y'all really gonna out this man in the towel? And then he ran full speed. That was so funny.
But
It was so
like,
wild,
bro,
bro.
he
this-
ran
this-
down the hallway to kick, and then he really kicked her like a
kicked
dude.
her.
I'm like, dude, you going to jail, bro.
and this
It's
is
past statute of limitations.
but that's
and
what's
this is the
crazy. So
thing.
why y'all? That's why it's funny. Why did y'all show it?
I look at it like slavery.
That's why
How
it's
long
funny,
she was
bruh.
with bruh, man.
Bruh.
and not only
And
that,
then how many times he did that shit?
how
That ain't
many
the first time,
times
bro.
Leave.
do
That
you?
ain't the first time.
But how many times do you whoop a motherfucker's ass or abuse him to the point where you get so comfortable that you run out in your fucking towel to
in
do
the
it?
hotel room.
Bruh, then she already had the defense.
How
many
cocky
times
are
it
you
happened?
that the hotel cameras ain't gonna save you, bitch, when I kick you? That's not a I snap out. That's a these hotel cameras
Why
can't
you
save
packed
you.
your bag?
That's when
though?
Diddy. That's when Diddy
Why you
was
just didn't
was
leave?
Diddy though. You know that was like Mohawk Diddy.
But you
right
packed
there.
your
The
bag,
diddler. The diddler.
But you packed your bags, so why you just ain't leave? You
I
ain't really
think-
want to leave.
I think her
I
and
mean-
her husband was just chilling one day, and they was like, it's a come up, Diddy will come up. They had to talk about Diddy, and they planned this whole thing out, her and her husband, bro.
Oh, for real? You don't think it's
But
like
I-
real shit?
I'm gonna be
I think it's
honest.
real, but
But you
Come
think
on,
she
say
was
that.
like low on cash or something?
Bro, they showed the video and nothing could happen. What was the point of
this
that?
This is coming from a man who has a queen who has met one of the demons of the earth in her past relationships. And I'm not gonna tell her story, but she had a demon who did this shit that make niggas be like, I won't with her then, but if I see you, I'll see you because she mine now. Just off of the story. I never like you. But it's situations like that, it's like, damn, how long? Like it's that's I don't know, that footage was just so crazy, man. The footage
It was
crazy.
so
The
crazy,
footage was
man. But
crazy.
she,
Everything was wrong with that.
she
footage.
alleged a lot of shit in the
And then you couldn't hear it, so I was just laughing, bro.
Yeah, but she alleged a lot of shit in the lawsuit that turned out to be true. A little bit of it turned out to be true in that video.
I believe her.
Yeah, it's
With
like
the Mandingo parties and shit like that. You know what I'm
She
saying?
still was participating.
Yeah, it's
I
like-
don't care
it's
about
like-
none of that, bro.
it's
You
like-
loved the drugs. You was partaking. You was fucking. You was doing all that shit.
until a nigga
Once you
hearing
got
that shit.
tired, now you want to get paid. Nah.
From my personal point of view, I
Shit
can't
over
see
with.
a man hearing it and not getting mad about it. It's like you might see the strategy, but usually you gonna look at her and say, "Yo, I love you to death." Nigga did that and he ain't answer for it. I think he powered her to push the issue. Like, don't let that nigga get away with that shit.
Yeah.
But I think on her end,
She wasn't gonna
she
say
was
that.
like, let's make sure we get some money out of it too.
That was that bitch role. That bitch played her role and played her part
Man,
for years.
I saw some pictures of
It was her role.
Like 20
and the
years.
dude, cause
It
you
was
know the
her
dude
role,
was like
bro.
her trainer or something.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of them and like they got like a happy family going on now. But I posted, I saw the picture and I commented under it like,
A white dude too.
yeah, white dude, but she kind of white. She kind of got a little bit of black in her or whatever. She mixed with a whole bunch of stuff. But I was like, I wonder if he ever think about like the Mandingo parties and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then a whole bunch of women commented on it like, men so stupid they care about like a woman's past.
Well,
like I'm like
because it's one of these.
of course I'm gonna care if like my chick done got like
Nah,
It's-
I wouldn't.
pounded out in some goddamn
you wouldn't care
Mandingo
about
that. I
parties
don't
and
give a damn
shit.
about
I
none
know
of
you
that.
wouldn't care,
It's
but
mental.
I would.
It's mental. It's mental. You know, it's just a mental thing. And this is not to be a nigga nerd and be scientific. The pussy. This is the thing.
What if you
have-
like the bitch? What if you like her?
But this, I'm gonna just break it down to why it doesn't matter.
It's way more
and it's
women out
only
here that
something that's
went through that.
It's a matrix in our mind when it comes to the body. When we say the woman has been ran through, and the reason why, every cell in the body recreates itself 3 to 6 months. So by the time you got to her, the cells that make her what she is, the pussy that nigga had and they ran through, that ain't even what the fuck you touching no more. Cause every
Oh, you
cell is,
getting real deep on
I'm
on
getting
this.
real. I'm getting to reality outside of the matrix.
I'm not
That's
buying
where I'm
that,
at
my
with it.
nigga.
But that's
Each-
why I'm at
Each
with it.
cell
But all
dies
them
and
cells
the body,
carry the same memory of
believe
when
in-
that shit
I
but they
happened.
believe in-
recreate
I'ma
themselves.
change your
And
memory,
also,
bro.
it's a
different
self-cleansing thing. So
So if your
the
chick
pussy-
if
the
your chick
pussy-
cheat on you and you break up for a few months until her cells done regenerated and it ain't the same pussy no
But
more.
see, this is the thing for
with all
me.
due respect, you
on
know what I'm
a-
saying?
On a leadership director level, I'm gonna look at you as, oh, you're gonna be a horrible follower in my mission because you think this way. But your body and the physical stuff, that has nothing to do with why I give a fuck about you being ran through though.
I mean, that was my point in commenting
Whereas,
that because
like,
I was like, I wonder if he cares about all that stuff that happened between her and Diddy because I know it affects like her mental state now, and I know he has to deal with a lot of the remnants of like her
How
being
did you feel about
abused
apologizing?
in that way and
How
all
did you
that
feel
stuff.
about
you
watching
know?
Yeah, because the reason I said that was like,
trash.
you know, most dudes
It
when
was
they
trash.
when most
Definitely
dudes look
trash.
at a woman and they say she's ran through, usually 85, I'm gonna say probably 85% of the time the dude is saying, how many dicks done been in my mouth? Cause I've been eating their ass. But realistically, the average dude is like, nah, I ain't about to eat her. I don't know what you just did. A nigga might just smash you last night. I'm putting my mouth down there. The same way a woman is like, man, I ain't about to put my mouth on you. I don't know where that your motherfucker been.
You
Right,
believe in
right,
soul
right.
That's
ties,
usually
bro?
in your mind, but
You
physically.
believe in soul ties?
Soul ties?
I do.
I believe in soul ties, but I don't believe in them in the way the world pushes with sex. I feel my soul ties are already tied before I came in this form. And I
Okay.
don't feel me having sex with you
It's gonna
ties
tie
me
our
to
soul.
you
Yeah.
when I have twin flames that come from the fire I came from.
Keep it real though, bro.
So you don't think you like
Your
connect
wife
with somebody?
your wife is a cool, good girl. You found out she got 100 bodies, bro.
If I find out she got 100 bodies, I'm going to salute her because of the woman she is today, and I'm going to probably be amazed by how did you turn out this way going through all that. And I'll probably look at a lot of thoughts and probably say, I need to put a little more value than y'all, because if she could pull this off, some of y'all thoughts we done left in the grave for dead that could have been revived. Because you know how the queen is, if she like that, we might need to go back and pull a couple of them out the grave because they might just be sitting there because they just ain't get mature enough.
Interesting.
Cause ain't no way my wife coming from that. The way she is, nah, she done been fucked.
But coming from that, she
100
wouldn't be the way that she is because
Yeah,
that's
100 bodies is
gonna
crazy.
affect a woman in a certain type of way. You know.
So what's worse to y'all, 100 bodies or a dude that smashed 100 times?
Bodies.
So
Definitely.
100 different bodies is worse to
It
y'all.
was the analogy he had, like the girl get inserted, the dude insert the girl, so it's different. Something like that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's 100. This is the thing.
Yeah, one body 100 times
I
is
think-
worse than 100 people one time.
If
What y'all
100,
saying?
if it's like this, if
what I'm
100,
asking.
it's like a runner.
That's
Matter
what
of
I'm
fact, oh my
asking.
God, the crazy man. I don't know if
This
it's a
is
drink
it.
or not, but my metaphors is flawless on this episode. We working today, Tommy, but
Yeah.
Pause.
like on a rental car level.
Hold on. It was like this the dude, this the girl. Would you
Yeah.
rather be the hand or this hand? Who this the girl get hit?
Yeah, because it's a beating,
Yeah.
and they get pleasure from pain.
But I think that's the difference between the two things because we fucking a bitch if we cheat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We doing something to somebody, but like when she cheat, it's like she's inviting another like dude
She intakes
inside of her and she's like surrendering herself to like somebody else, you
That's
know
why I
what I'm
like
saying?
being a side nigga.
It's not. It's and some dude. I feel some
So
dudes
it's a
are.
whole nother thing, you know what I'm saying?
Some dudes, I feel,
Pause.
and it's like some
Pause.
dudes approach it with the idea of, okay, you let a nigga fuck you, and he entered you.
Right.
I approach it from the breaking stage on some Willie Lynch shit. You let someone mount you and submit you and pin you into submission.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You're now conquered. You're actually not my territory no more.
Right.
Now I can conquer you again, but you're a land that can be conquered at any time.
Yeah, you already broke that
shouldn't make
that
this
bond and
the
that
place
trust.
where I put my tribe at. If the mountains are not in the way where people can't just run up in here and attack us, and I'd rather be over here where we can see y'all coming in only one direction than, man, they can hit us from all sides.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of like that when you look at a woman. It's like you've been mounted. You smell like that nigga. You slang like that nigga. You listen to music like that nigga. And then on top of that, being that you're submitting to them, it's like me finding a horse who's already in a stable and thinking that I'm gonna get on it and ride it comfortably without the person who owns the stable there to say, "Here, take the rope." If that horse doesn't see me get the rope, that horse is gonna kick the shit out of me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like you are in someone else's stable now. Now you're gonna be whatever he doesn't agree with that I do, you no longer agree with it neither because you're under his spell.
Yeah.
So if
Compromise,
that
goddamn.
guy thinks people like me are corny, you do. If that guy thinks
Like
people
DJ
that wear
Academics and Drake,
if that
goddamn.
dude thinks people that wear t-shirts without sweaters and I have one on, this is hypothetical just to say, but if he thinks people that don't wear undershirts under hoodies is corny, now you think I'm corny. You really
now she looking at
women
you like
submit to all of that.
All of that, you know.
And it's
She
like,
just
nah,
started talking different.
You're no
goddamn.
longer compatible with me because me and this man can't run the same castle. So if you're submitting to his will, now you're actually gonna be implode my castle now.
Y'all want to take a little break?
Let's take a break, man.
I got a piece so motherfucking
I actually
bad.
do too. I just didn't want to be the first to say it, but
Yeah,
now
I
that
didn't
you
want
said,
to. I didn't. It was a good conversation. I didn't want to end it, but we can like pause and like
yeah.
come right back. I got a question for you, man. Like, what you want to do, like, with the rest of your time? You know what I'm saying? What you want to do the rest of your life? You know what I'm saying? In the midst of everything you
Keep
got going
inspiring
on.
people, and just make my history not a mystery, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I wrote that too.
So you want to leave behind like a legacy for people to like inspire people?
Yeah, I tell people, somebody else asked me that question too. I said, I live how I live. So if they write another Bible, I want to have a chapter in it.
Oh man,
That's hard.
Like if there's somebody that's a Job,
that's a statement.
you
right
should
there.
have a role somewhere in that book.
I feel like if you die, if you was to die right now, how long you think they'll be talking about you?
Remembering you.
That's a good question.
10 years ago, it wouldn't have been long.
Pause.
Hey,
Pause.
yo.
Pause. But with, I think you determine how long you live here. It's forms of technology, it's pictures, it's videos, and then the thing, we don't also exist as our names. So just because you didn't say artillery or Mario, or you didn't say artillery God in 5 years, doesn't mean I'm dead. Because if I drop tomorrow and Tut is moving off of a principle, some form of knowledge, every time he taps into, no, I ain't gonna use the card this way, do it with the chip because of these places this. If 10 years ago before I died, I said, nah, Tut, turn it this way because I became a life in that moment as long as his knowledge is activated and he's operating off of what I did. So even if you don't say my name, just this, I could die tomorrow.
It don't count, though.
I could die tomorrow, and any fan that has came to Quote Goats, every time they go to watch Quote Goats, I come alive. You get what I'm saying? I feel that we exist in more forms than verbal. If energy exists as a light, a sound wave, a memory, why is it that I only exist if you say my name?
If they don't say your name, you don't get no credit, bro. For real, I feel like that, man.
But does the person who made the first house not still be alive just because we don't know his name, though? Or because we live in houses, does he
I think
still
to
live
a certain
on?
extent, no,
But
you're
it's
not
people.
alive. Because you become like not a memory if you can't identify somebody with, like, you can't identify the dude who like
I don't.
came up with houses. You know, you just know about houses.
I
You
mean,
know,
but
so
I feel what he's saying.
you ain't necessarily
like-
thinking about that dude. So he extinguished
Like
from reality.
Yeah.
The nigga who made iPhone, like he stamped in history. And
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But also symbol.
until thousands of years down the line, where iPhone is so obsolete, like the dude
Well-
who made the 8-track player or some shit, and
Well,
you know, like, and I'm not trying to discount it, but I'm saying like you really have to make an impact.
Bro, I went through.
But
Yeah,
this-
like
this is
like
the
having
thing.
a symbol, like Jesus, right? Like Jesus really would be.
Oh, that's telepathy.
Like think about it. Jesus' whole thing isn't his miracles. It isn't the parables. They relate cuz to the cross.
Right.
A symbol.
Symbol.
A symbol. Not his miracles.
And they
Not
pronounce
somebody-
his name different in different places.
And they say Yeshua, whatever they'll say.
Jesus.
So understand also, they're not even talking about how a woman that was present knew she'll be healed just by touching his jacket or clothes, bro.
They wear the
But
cross.
they gonna wear that cross to where you will put it on your chain.
That's like a nigga. That's
Y'all seen
and
the Book
that's
of Clarence?
crazy. I'm gonna
Yeah, of
take
course,
this.
hilarious.
I'm gonna take this a whole nother turn, bro. But no, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that because I know we on this start right now. But
You know, so when he
I
say
feel-
how you'll be remembered, I sympathize, but I'm leaning towards
because
more,
my thing
bro,
is when Michelangelo and Picasso and all these people
It's a
said,
symbol.
I'm gonna do this in the painting, and no one knows I did it, but that's my signature. Whatever energy that was, it's other ways people live and they know it. It's like you ain't gotta know I did that.
it's like his book.
It's
It's written different.
It's to the people.
You know
to,
what I'm
but
saying?
we don't
Picasso
know
is known for that still.
And it's
though,
like, this
you
is the
know,
thing.
It's an item.
But this is
And
the
he did
thing.
it with a book.
We don't know the
That's his
name
cross.
of the people
Like,
who
this
made
is
the pyramids,
Zuckerberg's.
but are they not alive?
Elon and
All this magnitude we put in, amazed at how did they do it? We don't know their names, their faces. But
That's
them niggas
maybe-
we
that's-
put so much respect on them niggas that made them pyramids, and we don't even know what they
over
look like.
time, it became like, as they say, bigger than the person who like came up with it. You know.
You can't say that because we went to Egypt and took pictures on their monument.
But do you know any
They're
individual
alive.
who
the man
built?
who made that pyramid is dominant, bro. You
and you
can't
couldn't
take.
wait to get there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's a bad example because
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
bad.
think of any individual. We can't even like we don't even know how they built them, let alone who built them. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
I think of people like Michael Jackson.
but it's people in history that's
But why,
gonna be
though?
known throughout
Why?
history
Why
because
would
they
you think about
made
it?
such a stamp.
What he done for you though?
And that's a great thing to shoot for, you know. That's all I'm agreeing. That was a great quote he made, and like that's a great thing to shoot for, and it's examples of it. But because it's people like Jesus, like you know, like Michael Jackson, like King Tut and shit, like people like in history that's like always like Julius Caesar, like people in history is always gonna be like benchmarks of like historical.
But also you got Hitler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like,
so what are we saying? Like, what do you want to be known for? When you go?
Hitler legend.
Yeah, but for what though?
Yeah,
For the
he
wrong
infamous.
thing.
Wow.
Definitely,
wrong
just
thing,
like
you know?
Vlad the Impaler and fucking.
Bigfoot. Bigfoot's a legend. You never seen him.
My question for the room.
What's
You know what I mean?
My question for the room.
Dracula's a
What's your
legend. You
question
never
for
seen him.
I got a question for the room, because the way we use the mind is a human thing for as far as we know.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say as far as we know, because we don't know the dogs could be talking in their language, and that could actually be a language like Spanish. We just don't relate to it. So
Yeah, that's true.
They could literally be saying "shut the door," and we don't understand barking. So, but for what we know of just communication, if saying verbally a name and remembering it is the only thing that gives you value and memory of existing, does that mean every plant, rock, and animal doesn't exist because their species in existence doesn't have the mind to remember that though? Because I look at the animals and some of the stuff that in the plants and stuff, you have to put value on the energy in existence. Like if you're here and you being here is based on something being here, whether we acknowledge that name or not, if you're moving based off of what they did, you're still keeping them alive in energy.
What's that saying? If a tree falls in the forest.
Ooh,
something
boy,
like that,
the
bro.
rebuttal was fucking
Yeah.
URL status.
I'm like,
Damn.
I forgot the saying.
That was a Dodger
Yeah,
Marco
I
rebuttal.
feel you on that.
Damn, that was three of them
that
things.
quote.
Pause.
But you know, they done discovered like plants are like way more alive than people give them credit for being. Cause like if you, it's like you gotta look at it like a
Just the
perception.
cells.
It's got a perception thing. Like if you zoom in to like a leaf like far enough, you can see like these
veins.
little pores like breathing in and out and shit. Like they breathing
girl
in.
talk to a plant and they do something different.
I seen that video you talking about. I think, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like it's like and plants like communicate with each other and like
bro.
Everything,
we
pheromones
perceive
out
time a certain way, like, and it seems like plants don't move, but like if you look at like a time lapse video, like a plant will reach out for like sunlight and shit.
Yeah,
and
you
it'll,
can
like,
literally put it in a box and it'll turn sideways and then go up to get out of the
yeah,
box.
and like
Yeah.
it's like underground like mycelium. I don't want to sound crazy, but
No,
it's like
you good. You
networks
right.
of like plants and
Mycelium
like they
pores.
all
Mycelium
communicating
pores.
and connected with each other and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Like
all I know is we all know people that died, bruh, and don't nobody talk about them. It's like they was never here. Bruh. It's crazy to me.
But
yeah, I mean, like everybody ain't gonna be remembered. It's
See,
billions
they
of
don't-
motherfuckers, you
They
know.
don't talk. They gonna talk about me, bro.
I
That's my
feel-
biggest
Yeah,
thing,
that's a
bruh.
great way to live your life, bro. That
I
was a
feel-
great quote.
and I'm gonna say something that probably never has been said before on a podcast. If being remembered is limited and locked to you verbally announcing I existed, then maybe being remembered is not that important.
Working a job, being an entrepreneur.
Like seriously, because my thing is we are on the shoulders of everything that was before us, cause and effect. So it's for instance with it's like oxygen. I like to speak in metaphors. It's oxygen. We don't see it and we don't acknowledge it as an entity, but without it we'll die. So wherever the value of us dying is at, whether we acknowledge it or not, that doesn't change the value of its existence. So I feel whether you say my name or not, if you are moving off of my energy, knowledge, or whatever I gave you when I leave the earth, whether you acknowledge it or not, it does not change the value of my existence
Right,
and
right,
being
right.
remembered.
you don't get no credit.
You know what I'm
though,
saying?
bruh.
but I don't have no credit. But if I further civilization, I have credit in the universe.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King has credit in the universe.
In the universe, though?
Yeah, in the universe.
You think a squabble between the color of two people on the planet Earth
That's deeper than
in the universe of social life of
have
humans, not
significance in the entire universe? I don't think so. I think,
But that's why
I think we
changed
take
it.
ourselves a
Because
little
when
bit
I-
too serious.
That's why I cleaned
In
it
the
up and I
scope
said
of the
in a
universe.
social universe
Like
standing up of humans.
Oh, okay.
And our because that we're on that topic, so I'm speaking in
Right,
that level.
right.
But I said universe, and that was the wrong choice of words. But in the dynamics of what we're speaking of,
Yeah,
my
I definitely get.
existence has value whether you remember it or not. If civilization is moving
I
off
agree with
of
that
it,
because I kind of live my life like
like if they don't remember Tyrell's name, like say because at
he
the
still
end of
done
the,
lived a hell of a life.
But
You know what I'm saying?
I'm speaking on the disorder aspect. With what he has going on, someone can easily say it's not that many people on earth that have it, and right now cures are being built off studying this guy. For the people of 2024 and the new generation, we're gonna call this the Tyrell syndrome. But nobody's gonna nobody's. But what I'm saying, but what I'm saying, they're still gonna call it the name of whoever that first person was, and he'll be remembered. But when someone takes a pill that they have to take 3 times and it shrinks their tumors, they're gonna call it the originator's name. 3 times of this pill will cure you.
Right.
But in essence, he's still alive because he's the person that system was based on. It's like the person who had the first heart surgery done on him and survived it.
Right.
Whether you know her name or not,
You can Google it.
she's alive every time someone survives a heart surgery.
Right.
And you can't take that from her just because you don't want to acknowledge it,
That's
because civilization
ethics
is
to
still
me,
moving off her.
Yeah, like the first
Like,
person they got, they did cut off for transgender surgery or some shit.
You
like
have
that,
to
you know?
leave room for energy
It gotta
and
be something cool though.
I feel you have to leave. It's like if the people don't remember you, cool, but the ripple effect of the universe does remember me.
People all over the world tell me almost, I ain't even exaggerating, bro, almost every day, you the reason I don't complain as much. You make me realize it always could be worse. Like just affecting people like that.
Hell yeah,
That's
nigga.
fire
Like
to
your
me,
story
bro.
is a
Yeah.
sobering story. Like anybody who listens to you and doesn't want to slap themselves in the face for complaining about the little troubles in their
See,
life
just that thought.
is
oh
a
my
fucking
God,
idiot.
I slapped him yesterday.
we was just in Spain, right? I was talking. He said, I'm having so much fun. He said, I could die right now.
He about to lie.
Who said that?
Bruh. Like,
Damn.
just living, just doing stuff that make you feel like that, bruh.
Right.
That's what life's
I
about.
feel like if you transition in the state of heaven, how can you not go there?
I feel like I already went to heaven for real, bruh.
If you transition in a state of bliss, how can you not go there?
You feel like you already went to
Bro, I
heaven?
got people saying
Bruh,
you don't gotta die to go to heaven, bruh.
They opened his brain.
People actually telling me that.
you was dead. Your
They
brain
opened your
opened.
brain. Okay,
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
can you like what is like
And not
having
only-
a brain surgery like?
And he's conscious in a
Hold up, let
woke.
him answer this question.
But
But-
sir. They just put the mask on. You said count down from 10. And I was like 10. Then I was out.
He was
I
out.
found out they put you on a massage table. They cut the back of your head open. They had like a machine that holds your head open. My head was paused. My head was open for 8 hours.
So they cut your skull open and opened.
Cut a square out, right?
Nah,
Nah, they
my brain for 8 hours. And I asked my doctor, said, why when y'all in there, y'all don't just take out all the tumors?
Yeah.
He said it's like the game Operation. And they just digging around and they deal with them as they come. So if they just digging around trying to grab them all and they hit the wrong, like the Operation game, and I might be stuck like this forever or something.
Oh my god.
yeah, because it's they're fucking with your computer chip.
Basically. So they deal with them as they come. And they just dig around. And
That's crazy.
well, they had a
It's
vacuum.
It's your brain, man.
They had something new. They had a little vacuum.
It's
A vacuum.
Like pause.
Yeah, to get the
Suck
blood
the
and
tumors
fluid.
out. They suck
I wish I
the
would have had the
Oh,
camera
damn.
on you when you did that.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It would have been another
It's
one
like
of
you
them
going.
movies.
It's like you going over there to that laptop right now and going into the system data and changing the numbers around, and then the computer working afterwards.
Right.
One wrong number of a 0 and an O,
Or
and
just
you,
opening up
and
the
you might
motherboard
have-
and going in there with
and-
some tweezers or some shit.
Bro,
you know?
one wrong 0 might be the difference in you getting a new computer or not.
I was thinking, what if when they give you anesthesia?
Right.
I was thinking, what if when I was out, the anesthesia wore off, right? That was my biggest spirit. And I would wake
Oh,
up.
and you would just wake up with them
and
in your
oh
brain.
My God, that was
Oh my!
But this is the
God.
thing, though. The human brain doesn't have the pain receptor nerves.
Yeah, panic.
I learned-
You don't have pain receptors in your brain?
I learned
You
that.
you
I
touch the
learned
brain,
that. I
the
learned
brain
that.
don't even.
I learned that from the Hannibal movie.
What?
The nerve. Yep. Because in the Hannibal movie, you're watching him eat a guy's brain, and the guy's awoke. And it's because inside the nerves aren't this, like your body hurts, but your brain feels the hurt.
Yeah, you told me something new just now, bro.
Yeah, so like some of the
But your
brain
skull
surgery-
got pain. If
Some of the
you,
brain
you
sur-
feel that fucking cut opening your goddamn skull.
Now you're gonna
though.
feel the skin and the layers, but when they get to the actual brain, some brain surgeries are done with the people awoke.
That's crazy.
Where they're talking to you like, "Are you okay?" Because they want to know, "Oh shit, he can't use the word can no more. We've done something, rearrange that, and go back."
Bro,
Like,
when I
and-
woke up, I said, man, I was like this. Like, I feel lighter. And they said they had to give me emergency blood transfusion, bro.
Oh,
I
shit.
woke up 30 pounds lighter. That was crazy.
Yeah, on the liquid, on
Losing
the water.
blood.
Yeah.
It said the brain itself
weight.
does not feel pain, though the brain has billions of neurons.
It has
Cells
no
that
pain
transmit sensory and
receptors.
other information. It has no pain receptors.
The
You gotta
head- the
think
headache comes from
it's
other
the
nerves.
source
Yeah.
of the existence of it. So its nerve endings.
That's crazy.
Actually, pain is really not real. It's just
the
a message
brain
the body
is the thing.
sends.
Okay,
The
to
brain is
protect
the
you.
thing that makes you feel pain everywhere
'cause
else
you
in
gonna-
your
you gonna
body. Though,
think
you
it
know?
does.
So if you hit the brain, there is nothing that makes pain for the brain when the brain created pain for the body.
Yeah, you don't have to have pain, goddamn. Because if
Yeah.
you fuck something up in there,
I think
you
it's
know.
all in the mind, though, for real. Because if I was to wake, so you saying if I would have woke up, I wouldn't have felt it.
Nothing.
You would have felt the
you
hole
would've-
in
I
your
would've
skull.
went
You would have
crazy. I
felt.
would've went crazy,
You would have
bro.
felt this.
Ooh.
Nah, this is the thing. You would have felt your skin cut. You would have felt your nerves cut. You would have felt the oozing of blood. But inside your brain, where the actual laser or tool was, that would have been a feeling you didn't even know was going on.
what was it like when you woke
You probably
up,
would have
though?
thought they were cutting you still, and they would have probably been on the inside of your head.
What was it like? What was
Oh.
it like when you woke up though?
It was different times. I remember one time when I woke up, I couldn't open my eyes.
That was the first one.
I couldn't open my
The
eyes.
first
You
one,
couldn't
yeah.
open your eyes.
Yeah, the first one he couldn't open his eyes, and I was like, bro, you good? And he was like, yeah, I'm good, bro. And I was like, nah, bro. On the inside, the way we good, building, are you good? And he was like, I think I'm good. And I was like, bro, if you good, spit a rap to me that I've never ever heard before in my life.
That's real.
And he spit a rap I never ever heard, didn't stumble, and I was like, all right, my nigga good. Yeah, this is the homie. Homie showed some stunner, man. Salute to everybody that showed support, everybody that showed love throughout the situation, the family, friends, and everybody that showed. We greatly appreciate it.
Hey yo, my phone started jumping. I ain't make it off the block yet. Shop open today, yeah my nigga, but not yet. I'm sliding through the projects, this freak take swallow. I gotta have that, man. I'm out, I'm a holler. It's a beautiful day, it's like 80 degrees. It'll be even better when these niggas pay me my cheese. I got a 9 in the trunk. I ain't talking about no gun. I'm trying to sell 4-6 deuces by lunch. I'm a Southside nigga, superstar swag. drop it, shock it, cool it, drop fast. Waves like a beehive, chicks like he flat. Niggas hate on man, the pump like knee high.
Red.
I'm trash, man. And
Stunning.
Swag.
Swag.
I can't wait till I open my eyes for y'all so I can rap for real, man.
Already, man. Let them know what time it is, man. Straight out the motherfucking surgery on them. Back at it. Fantasies and tragedies.
Yeah, man. Straight out it. Gotta get the feeling in my left arm back, man. I made it out. I'm a legend, bro.
Already, Teflon done.
Done. Just gotta open my eyes, bro. Then gotta get the rest of the tunes moved on a later date.
Already.
Shout out to everybody that showed love, even the fake love too, man. I appreciate it, man. I would salute, but I can't really move, bruh. I'm out, man.
He said Cherokee. It's a crazy story. I seen Cherokee on Twitter. She said, "Who run the world, girls?" And I retweeted her, and I said, "No, y'all don't." The next thing I know, we got a whole thread on Twitter. And you know, if you get girls on Twitter, you know it go from the tweet to the inbox, to the text. I was like, these girls are all the same, right? And I tweeted her, next time you come to Richmond, I'm on your head. She came to Richmond. Next thing I know, we on camera together, man. It's crazy, bro.
But I'm gonna open up another topic because I'm your friend. And I know you in real life. Coming from your best friend in the world, bruh.
It's Roxy Reynolds.
Shout out to all the other best friends. You ain't better than me. It is what it is. But coming from your bestest friend in the world, I've witnessed the women where me and you have talked and said, hey, that's one that got away. That's one that got away. That's one that got away. Damn, show that I would have married that one. Oh my God, so she'll marry you tonight and do it right. How do you feel today when you think of your escapades with women and the ones that got away? And we don't got to say their names, but.
Nah, I think they gave me some cool, they made me more of a legend for real. Cause they make it easier for me to write books and stuff. So I'm glad we had our fun. But it was only one girl where I was busting in her every day trying to get her pregnant, but she just wasn't getting pregnant. Like, it just wasn't meant to be. And I got this from Pusha T. He said, I'm only finding comfort in knowing she can't replace me. Like that.
Ooh.
Right. As long as I impacted her like that, I know for a fact no matter what she does, she gonna always talk about
if you find comfort in her doing that, what does that say about you? And not good or bad, just opinion.
That seemed kind of selfish, but I don't know, man. I just know I ain't sulking like, dag, we ain't work out, I miss her. Like, I'm glad I'm stuck in her brain. Like, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm in her mind.
Like, that might sound conceited or something,
but I don't know. I think as a man and as being good leaders, some of them we won't post to cuff them and wife them up. Some of them, it's like when Jesus ran into, I'm not a Christian, but I love the parables of the Bible.
Definitely. Right.
When the parable of Jesus, when they were talking about a woman was satisfied with touching his garment, didn't walk with him, didn't become a disciple, didn't get treated like Mary Magdalene, never ever was spoken about in the Bible ever again. And she was satisfied for the rest of her existence because she touched his clothes. And I feel there's some people that got to take their shoes off in front of the burning bush. And when they do, they touch the garment of us. And we make you better wives for the world. We make you better mothers for the world. But my mission would have fucked it up for you. So you are only supposed to get what I gave you to become what you became. And I was supposed to continue to travel because there's other women that need to be good moms and good wives. And I feel that some of the women we run across, whether we're good or bad, we teach them lessons so they can be better moms. Because we treat them nice and they teach their daughters how a man should treat them.
Right.
We fuck them over, and they learn to teach their daughters what not to do.
Right.
So I feel when you are a good leader, no matter how it comes out, you fix somebody's tribe. Whether you took care of it or not, if they touched your garment, they were blessed.
Bro, people compare.
It's probably
Jesus,
selfish and
bro.
narcissistic to say, but
Say what?
I can see that. I can see why though.
It's some people actually
see
compare
why.
me to Jesus, bro. That's
why do you feel they do that?
I try not to think about it. I got.
But think about it though. Why do you feel they compare you to Jesus? And the reason I'm saying that is because Jesus is somebody that's worshipped, and Jesus is somebody that's looked at as if you worship him and you follow him and you adhere to his existence and acknowledge who you. It's like they follow his existence, and if you acknowledge who they actually say that person is, then you will get to heaven, which is bliss. So when you say people look at you as being Jesus, you're saying that they look to you and say that on earth they get a heavenly experience and they feel like they have the top bliss when they bask in the ambiance of your presence. Why do you feel you have that effect on people?
I make them feel better. I think. I guess people like how I make them feel. That's my best.
That's something Jesus gave to people when he arrived and was mentioned. He gave people something similar. He gave them hope. So I can see why people would,
I made them not commit suicide.
Because then they can see you and touch you. Pause.
Yeah.
They can hear your story. They're amazed because they never heard anything like it. You see what I'm saying? But there's also small minds.
I try to downplay it a lot, but people be like, "No, I told one person I had one brain surgery. Bruh, he been humble. Yeah, this happened to him. This happened to him. This. I'm like, bruh, I'm trying to chill. Bro.
I'm not about to let
hear that stuff.
They want to hear it.
No one wants to look at Jesus and allow him to not be who he is.
No one, bro.
If Jesus would have stopped at the cross, if Jesus would have broke in the desert, one of his disciples would have said, "What the fuck is you doing,
He
bruh?"
would have been a legend, bruh.
But this is the thing, what the disciples would have said, "What the fuck is you doing, bruh? You went in the desert and you broke, nigga. You healed leprosy, nigga."
My thing is, people don't even know. If
nigga,
this
I
is a
just
real
walked
person.
on water with you.
That's what's crazy. People don't even know if this was a real person or not. This could have never happened.
Yeah, legend.
This could never have happened.
That's why I say the word parable.
They don't got a picture of nothing. They just showed you and said, "This is Jesus."
But in the parable sense of metaphor, I walked on water with you, and when I let you go, I sunk, which means I walked on water because you were there. And then you went in the desert and you let this bitch ass nigga fold you out there after we walked on water. And it's like, nah, I'm not gonna. Some people I think look at you and say, "Bro, you doing so much shit that I look up to. Ain't no way I'm gonna sit here and let you be half empty with this cup."
It's just crazy to me because I be thinking, you can do it too. Like, I be thinking it. Like, why you
They can't.
Like, why not do it? They can't.
Do what?
Whatever it is, it is. And we'll let the viewers put whatever the answer they want to put there.
Sometimes
whatever it
people
is,
don't
they
got your
not.
vision. Remember, that's a lot of things you say. Like you say it even in your raps. Like, man, I don't lack vision. Like some people just don't see it like that for themselves, and they'll see it more in you and keep rooting you on because that's their job. Their whole job is to view. That's their job, is to be the bystander, the onlooker, the fan.
Yeah.
And they're good at being a fan. They're going to show up. They're going to be on time. They're going to wear the shirt. They're going to post. They're going to like. That's their job, is to be the fan. That's why when you sit there and like, how can you sit there and be like, how can you just want to be the fan? You can't be like that. Like some people are put in positions to lead. Said it earlier. Right. Some people are put in positions to lead. Many are put in positions to follow.
Right. The majority are put in a position to follow.
Many. Like when you see cattle, you don't see a lot of shepherds, bro. When you drive past fields, you see all the sheep out there. You don't necessarily spot the shepherd.
Right.
But you see what they put out there.
You see the result of
his
his work.
Result of what happens, and then sometimes you'll drive by and there's nothing out there.
That's
I ain't even read this shit. I'm gonna let you read it. They just watch my new video.
So just imagine that aspect.
Like
what he say is, whoa, now that was tough. First off, And that beat was very enchanting. Pause. Perfect one to go passionate and autobiographical with. The imagery to your words were potent. The flow was cold. I could see it doing numbers on TikTok reels. Start the reel off with what Biggie and pause about Diddy, then transition to the beginning. Pause. That whole shit about they threw me off with the Diddy part. What are they
No, we
talking about?
we gotta play the video.
Yeah, what
on
are they
the,
talking I don't even know how to say some of the stuff I be wanting to talk to you about, bro, because your songs, like that song right there, it's like what you was, for me,
That was some
since
real
I know him, since I know him, right? For me, it's like, hope tonight I go, so I'm gonna write this.
Bro, I wrote that before I had one brain surgery. That was before.
That's crazy.
That's an old rap, bro.
That's crazy.
2012, something like that, bro. It's crazy.
Like,
Damn, you done made it
I got
all
a question
this
for
way.
you, just I mean, kind of random, but before you were sick like this, have you ever wanted to die?
Nah, but I know the importance.
Cause I hear in your raps, you were saying your rap, man, come find me, like come kill me then, like oh, money on my head, I gotta fade, like
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Like literally.
Did you always feel like that though?
Yeah, I'm turned, bro. Like I be chilling, but I really be turned. Bro.
Yeah.
Dudes really had money on my head, bro. Pause. And I be thinking of ways to taunt people too.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? Bro, I got a drop top car and everything. And I started wearing a bald fade just because some people had some money on my head. Like, do it then. Just.
Like, cause
like
I heard
people
a
really
story.
had money on your head?
Yeah, like
though?
I heard a story, bro. He was, when it happened, he started dropping his location everywhere he went.
Everywhere.
Like I'm here, come get me.
I'm at the restaurant
like,
right now. Come look at me. So when you see his shirt, and
he got shirts made like I'm over here.
It says,
What?
He
Yeah,
has shirts
bro.
that says if you're looking for me, and for look, the O's are
Got binoculars,
with
bro.
eyes on them. And it says, if you're looking for me, and every day he used to be like, yo, if you're looking for me.
That's why I like, bro.
He used to post him eating a 5-star meal and be like, I'm at such and such place right now.
I'm going to be here to 4:40.
Eating mahi,
2 o'clock.
And I'm drinking such and such drink, and I'm going to be here for the next hour.
Come
if you got a problem with me,
Damn, that's
come here.
risky moves right
bro,
there.
And I'm talking about 5 times a day. I'm at the McDonald's on Midlothian, and I'm eating an apple turnover. We gonna be here for 30 minutes. If you got an issue, come see me.
Tell him now, bro.
And he did this shit for months.
Anybody looking for me?
And nobody tried to cash in.
Take care of it. Like, no
I
jokes,
sell them
man.
shirts now, too.
Dead serious.
That's what I can vouch. I'm a witness, bro. I watched him
Rolling,
live the
bro.
life he
You tell
lived.
me it's all rolling, bro. That was too funny.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit
Like, I
crazy.
don't want to die, but I mean, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Right.
So
I feel if
prepare
your
for
clock is set to
Life
stop
insurance.
ticking at a certain moment, no matter what you do, you're not gonna change that clock.
Yeah.
like,
I mean, you
if
think it's
got-
preordained?
I don't think it's preordained, but I said that for the Christian folk.
Y'all
But
got
in
It's
my mind,
inevitable
Yeah.
for
I don't,
everybody.
I don't think
Smart.
your time of death is a set ordained day. I think the cause and effect that you put into place will design what day your effect will be death, though.
Right.
But I don't think that it's ordained that this day there's a clock ticking with my name on it, and the day it hits 0, I die. I feel there's gonna be a day where what I've eaten, where I've been, what I've said, my reputation, just timing of age in the body and expiration. Eventually, one day, the cause of everything I've done will bring forth an effect one day, and I will die at that moment.
Right.
And at that moment, I don't think it's ordained. I think at every given moment, I can make a decision that decides if I die today or not.
Yeah, I think
This
that
is,
too.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could literally leave here with my homies and hop in my car, and I can drive as fast as that car goes, no matter what the curves look like, and I can hit a wall, and mathematically at the speed you can go with no restriction, I can flip me and my homies over to guarantee that we
told the
die
girl-
on contact. And that's just how I feel life's work.
I told the girl that now.
Your logic
She said
designs
I
when
mean,
your
it was
clock
meant to
ticks
happen.
and stops.
She said it was meant to happen.
Yeah, what he's saying,
What
like
he
the girl
saying?
debunked everything I said. I told her in so many words everything you just said, and she said that was meant to happen.
Because she's been programmed to the point where her mind can't see past what her ideology is. But cause and effect dictates everything.
Definitely.
We
Yeah,
have
for
rocks. We have rocks that are eroded, and they not gonna change for no human on earth. We have the Grand Canyon. That's the Grand Canyon because of what happened in nature to make it become a canyon, and no person on earth is gonna adjust that. So for someone to be like, I'm ordained to die, well, was the canyon ordained? No. Water went through there, rain went there, it eroded it, and this is the result of the cause. And anytime I produce a cause, the effect is gonna be death if that's what it equals. And if it doesn't, it won't. No matter what your religion is and what you're saying to me.
I might be wrong. I think y'all didn't agree with me the other day, but I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I said just because something happened don't mean it was meant to happen. And y'all didn't agree with that.
Nah, I don't think it's meant to happen in the science of based on what happened, you're gonna get the perfect result. It's gonna be the effect compatible perfectly with that. So it's meant to happen only
I
because
think it
of
depends
what
on
you,
how you look at it.
I think it's meant to happen because of what you did, and after doing it, the only result can be this in life because of
if
your cause.
Every action
But I
was
don't
meant
think
to
it's-
happen, then everything is.
I don't
meant to
think it's
happen.
meant to be in a
Everything you do
magical
leading
level.
up to that happening was supposed to happen like that. That's how much shit would have to go right for like stuff to be like preordained. And
I
written.
feel like it's written already.
I feel
Yeah, you do.
I feel like it's written.
It's like at the end of the day, if it's meant for this cup
It's
to
written
fall,
already. It's already done.
it's not gonna fall if nothing happens to
Okay,
it
do
to
y'all
make it
believe
fall.
in psychics and shit?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
You believe in psychics?
I believe in gifted individuals.
I believe in psychics, but I don't believe in the way that the world does.
Facts.
I don't
It's
believe
just a
that.
gifted individual.
I don't
They
believe
have
there's a
psychic.
magical.
What about like
They have
tarot?
psychic, exactly.
What about like tarot card readers and shit like
Yeah,
that?
for sure. They all. I mean, it's a
I don't.
practice.
I don't
Sure.
feel that there's a magical force running through them that's making it happen on some Casper the Ghost shit. But I do feel the psychics of the earth are those who have developed their mind to mature to a level where they can add up everything the way AI does and come up with
And
the
like
best.
read motherfuckers and shit.
The AI is a psychic in AI and computer form. I feel that they add up the possibilities and they give you the greatest scenario that could come from the results of everything they know.
I don't agree with that because that's just a great hypothesizer to me.
Yeah. Now when we talk about Reiki healers,
I think they the greatest
energy and
manipulators.
motion. When we talk about Reiki healers and energy and motion, frequencies, sound, tangible shit you really can touch. I believe in them. But the people that do the I see into the future and shit,
with their own brain.
when you
just a
don't,
gift.
you know how random cause and effect can be of the chances of what he will say out his mouth next.
And that's what make
How can I
and
even
predicting
ordain
the future so
when with
such a crazy feat because you got to predict all these variables
That's
and
what
shit.
separate people. So if
Exactly.
it was easy,
Yeah,
everybody
that's
would
what
be
I'm
doing it, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It makes you a different being.
Y'all think Miss Cleo? Y'all remember Miss Cleo?
Yeah, for sure.
Call
Scamming.
me now for
Big
your
scammer.
Miss Cleo is the biggest laughter of all history. Every time we bring her up, we have jokes. We don't even bring her up.
Bro, she a legend, bro.
But she
And
don't
she's a
suck.
legend,
Exactly.
She's a legend because she's famous.
'Cause she's a fraud.
She's not a legend. She's famous.
She's infamous.
Good
People
one.
talk about it. She can die. Is she dead?
That's a
I don't
good
know.
one. Nah.
Nah,
She's not
she's
a
still
legend.
alive.
She's
Yeah,
famous.
famous is just your name.
Trinidad
right?
James amongst the rappers will say his
Nah,
raps was
he had no
garbage. He won't
impact.
talking about shit, but on the political level of hip hop, he's a
name.
legend.
I gotta add that to it. You can't be a legend if you don't have no impact, man.
Facts.
I mean, that's you saying that
Facts.
though. They got people that don't feel like that.
That's how. Yeah,
The
that's
people
how I
that's in
feel.
those seats
The
that
tree
hand out
falls.
those
Is,
awards, they don't feel
is
like
Diddy a legend?
Yes.
Technically, he is.
He's a legend.
But has he fucked up his legacy with
No,
all this
because
shit?
You can't
but
erase
this
it.
was
Yeah,
a
you can.
but
All
you
that
can,
can be
though.
erased with pedophilia.
I think you
All that
can.
can be erased with rape.
No, this is the thing. To be a legend means you're
See what I'm
someone.
saying?
To be a legend means it's a story that will be around for generations.
Can Frank Lucas get away with not snitching?
Frank Lucas.
Him snitching
Him
is a
snitching-
legendary
him-
story.
Him snitching erased him being the drug kingpin.
They
though.
erase it.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it still happened. He got the
I
money,
think
but
he
a
could
snitch.
get overshadowed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
cause see,
saying? Like,
cause see, when
Like
we
there's
speak
no
of,
respect there.
when we
So how
speak
you
of-
respect the job?
you can't fuck your legacy up.
Cause see, when you
on,
speak
man.
of legends, sometimes I think we associate it with, oh, he's a star right
Yeah,
now,
like
and he's a
people got
legend.
the legendary and
But
famous.
the
like, big
term
stuff.
that was used with legend was legend has it.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
linked to a person.
Fire.
The story was the legend.
Yeah.
And if we told that for Pinocchio is a legend. It's a story told. When we told the Big Dipper, that was a legend has it moment that the Big Dipper was a pause, but you're a legend once your story crosses over generations and you leave the earth and they're still talking about you. The peace pipe way of moving is a legendary way of smoking.
Yeah, people tell stories about you.
If there's a car and it's still in the street and the manufacturers don't make it no more, it's a legendary classic car.
Like they
That's
made
what makes you the legend.
They made a movie on the car.
Okay, let
You
me
know
ask you
what I'm
this.
saying?
Let me ask you this.
Adolf Hitler
This
is
goes
a legend.
totally level. Let me ask you this: how long? Pause.
You shouldn't have paused, but go ahead, pause.
How long? Pause.
A pause can get you
Do
paused.
you
what?
think?
on your screen.
How long do you think
Pause.
humanity has been around on the planet? Which doctrine do you like
How
prescribe to?
long
Do
I
you think it's a
think
few thousand years? Do you think civilization's been around for like millions of years? Do you think like
I know there's
we've like
2020.
do you think it's ever been a point in human history where we lost all knowledge of everything that ever happened before and we had to like restart everything?
Yes, I believe.
yes. And I
Now, are
think-
there
I think
any
it happened.
legends today from that period of time in this scenario? Are there any legends from that period of time where we lost all that, like all the The reason why we don't know how they built the pyramids. We don't know about Atlantis and all this stuff. Like, are any of those people
they gone.
Legends? Like, their legacies are erased.
They are legends, and that's what I was speaking of when I say you live through your energy.
So to you, being a legend is not an individual.
For instance, no one knows the owner of McDonald's, but the emblem will be a legend forever.
Yes.
You will never.
So you're using legend wrong though. Like,
I'm not using legend wrong.
That movie too.
A symbol can a symbol be a legend?
It's legendary.
It can be legendary.
Even relics. You know?
To be legendary is to be a legend.
That's
but
true.
if we talking about
like,
a person,
are you a
legend.
podcaster? You know what I mean? You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
It's legendary.
You gotta
And a
make
podcaster.
Make
Facts.
this podcast
Exactly.
legendary, bro.
You'll never ride to it, but if I quilted, quicker picker upper,
It's a legendary jingle.
it's a legendary jingle.
Yeah.
Cause you thought toilet paper, no matter where the fuck you from.
Humans first evolved in Africa, and much of human evolution occurred on that
It's
continent.
legend
The fossils
has
of
it.
earlier humans have lived between 6 to 2 million years, and they've come entirely from Africa.
That's why I
So
said.
humans have been around for 2
That's why I
million
said
years.
sometimes you got to remember the origin
and we
of
only
things.
have recorded history of like a few thousand of those years.
for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
and
we're even naming our years about 1,000,
And
not
I-
about a millions.
I don't know.
It's 2 million, 2,000.
Too fast.
I say you don't really care, but
And I don't know that.
not for real. Like, do you care about after you die?
yeah,
people
regardless of how long like my legacy or name rings off into like the rest of history or whatever, I do care how I'm perceived like after I die. Like specifically with my kids and stuff like that. I hope to like be a good memory to them.
That's
and
what I
like
told them.
putting
But-
something out into the world.
This-
like, but I
Care
still
about
want to
your-
like
your
live my
legacy,
life and
your
have.
legacy.
This might be
care
a
about my
high
legacy,
drunk
yeah.
thought,
You care about your
but
legacy.
does after we die give a fuck about when we lived though?
Does
See what I'm
after
saying?
we
When
die,
you die, do you care about what you just left?
It's like, damn, dude, you get what I'm
I
saying?
don't think
If I'm
so.
reincarnated, I do.
That's what I'm saying. When you die,
Yeah,
you're
if
gonna
it's
be stronger than
reincarnation.
you've ever been.
Oh, we
But if we
cooking-
really
cooking
die,
on this episode.
and go to heaven,
Tommy don't deserve this dialogue. He don't deserve this, man.
yeah, if
Nah.
we really die and go to heaven, like I would imagine we don't really care about.
That's what I'm saying. You looking down at what you did. What
Is
the
it
still
even
going on.
fathomable?
I see it. I see
It
it. like
depends,
that.
though.
Yeah.
It depends.
If the brain
That's
is
why I told you I wouldn't
responsible,
care.
if the brain is responsible for recording all your memory when the physical leaves, do you even have the capacity or ability to even consider
All I
before
care
you
about
die?
is did I do enough
Probably
here
not,
to
man.
get to the next place? That's all I care about. That's why when he asked me, do you care about what you do here? Nah, man. Did I do enough here to earn a spot in a better place?
Right,
That's
right.
all I care about.
Right
you
now,
religious?
the only thing we
I was
approve
a
of is
medicine
circle of
trainer,
life.
though, but I was living too wild. I had to do this or this. So
Okay.
I chose the wild side.
The wild side.
I know a girl a girl and her friends, some dudes, they said, every time you travel, you want to go live, take pictures and post videos. Just enjoy the moment. Live in the moment. So I said, I am going to listen to him. So I went to Brazil, bro. I ain't take no pictures or no videos. Bro, I feel like I never even went to Brazil. Bro. I
For
don't
real?
got no proof, bro.
Yeah, I would have never
I'm like,
did
it
that.
didn't happen. That's
The
how I
memories
feel.
ain't enough.
Man, they cool, but who else know but me?
Right, you can't show nobody.
Shout out my
right?
brother.
I don't got no proof. It ain't legendary, bro.
Hey, it's crazy. This is random. I'm on the live and my people popping in talking about who I look like. And I just recently found out who my father was like 2 weeks ago, man. So-
You been here the whole time. Me.
For real, and I'm reading the comments.
I've been here the whole time. Nigga, it's me.
What did I say?
No, I'm just saying, I just dawned on me since the last podcast interview. Yeah, a lot has changed. You know, shout out to my family, man. Rest in peace to my pops. I got a name for it and a face for it, so that's there. So peace to my brothers and sisters. All 22 of us.
22. I seen something that you
My
posted
dad was a
about
Rolling
that.
Stone. Like, it was 20 already, and in the process of me doing Ancestry.com, sending in DNA and finding a person linking to my sibling first, we added 2 more to the number. So yeah,
Wow.
I got a lot of people I'm meeting. So it's actually been interesting, you know.
So you found your dad on what's the name of the site?
I spit in the tube, sent the DNA in, and they pulled up with somebody who was my sister.
Really?
And yeah, I found my dad in 24 hours of the results coming up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she knew who your dad was.
Well, I don't want to get too personal because the situation did get a little twisted.
Okay.
And because my sister discovered something in me discovering something.
Okay.
And it linked me to my dad and linked her to her dad. But that gets real dramatic.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And I don't want to go into her side of the story. But
okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's 22 of us now.
22 siblings.
So, 22 siblings.
Just like that song.
On top of the 7 I already had coming out my mom. So I literally, basically right now, me excluded from the 7, 6, 20. I have 28 brothers and sisters that I know of right now on Earth.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a blessing if you look at it that way, though.
If you don't care about this is gonna sound crazy, like your legacy, bro. If I had all them siblings, I'd be thinking like I'm gonna live, so I'd be remembered the most.
I mean, in a sense, it is, but
lost in the sauce.
I salute my father because he won't just turn. But why wouldn't you if we talking about remembrance? Why would you not want 22 people out there that'll never ever not say your name?
See, that's crazy to me, bro.
When the more kids you have,
got kids, bro.
The more kids you have, the more people. What is a greater remembrance? You can have statues that deteriorate in weather. You can have a house that gets torn down when a hurricane or an earthquake come. You can have a car that eventually dismantles and technology no longer makes your car even matter.
Your words, man.
But your children, though.
Yeah, your greatest legacy.
Your children will never not say your name.
Is your bloodline.
Even if you're a horrible dad and they hate you, they're going to say your name when they talked about you in disgust. 22 kids means your name going to be on the earth for a very long time. You know, and the thing is, one of my senseis, shout out Zulu the Bandit, he used to tell me, man, make kids. We don't do birth control. That's them people controlling us. Let them people know you were fucking here.
Damn.
What you think?
And I just look at it as, hey, my dad let them know we was fucking here. He was here.
Yeah, he was definitely here.
He had a podcast in Germany right now.
Right. Through you.
You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, yeah, let them know you was here. And that's when I think of the African dudes, where they like, what? I seen an interview where an African dude was talking to a dude, man, and I know this shit gonna touch with you.
Pause.
He paused. But he was talking to a dude and he was like, they asked him, he was like, how many wives do you have? And one dude was like, yeah, I have 7. And another guy was like, how many wives do you have? And the other dude was like, I have 4. And they asked the other guy, he was like, yeah, I have 6. And then they asked him, how many wives do you have? And he was like, 1. And they died laughing. 1? Yes, 1 wife. And it's because in certain cultures, they understand the importance of, nah. You mean to tell me it's only one person pushing for you to be remembered?
Right. Oh, shit.
That's fire.
That's all you mean to tell me when you leave the earth, it's only one person and a couple people they created that's going to be like, yeah, we know them. 22 kids is enough for you to say the whole football team remember you.
Yeah, but you
the
know,
whole
some
staff
people,
of a company,
some people
a lot of people.
Some people don't even think about that. Some people don't even want to have kids.
Yeah.
It's meant for everybody to have kids. That's how
The story of how
No, it is meant for everybody to have kids.
Yeah.
That was one of the first commandments, to be fruitful and multiply. That's the commandment, God.
Kids, though.
Nah, God, it's called reproduction.
Yeah, sex is reproduction.
You see it. Think about it. You step outside, you see a bird fucking, a dog fucking. You see plants growing. How you think they're growing? Because they're fucking. They're passing pollen to each other from plant to plant.
The universe.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you the game. I'm telling you how this shit goes.
Male and
the
female.
universe.
You promote. Period, bro.
The universe, God, or both, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah.
felt reproduction was so important that it's the best feeling you or a woman can ever feel of elation is an orgasm.
Why you think you like
That's
fucking
how
so much,
important
bro?
reproduction is.
You did before though. You did before.
It's crazy design though how they design
bro.
some pussy
Like,
and shit though,
it's
man.
the reason why you want to do that.
Keep representing the positive.
The whole action is producing. You want to produce.
So you talking
Like
about
pussy
kids,
is the
they produce,
craziest
and that's it.
thing ever, man.
It's the best thing ever.
It's the best thing
It
ever.
is.
It's crazy that it was
It is.
designed like that.
No, it wasn't. I'm grateful.
I'm very grateful
for pussy.
for the
Hey, my
female
brother
designed
form.
the way it was.
My brother said plants
very
fucking right
grateful.
in the open. Good to know.
Yeah.
But
Fuck
literally,
right in the open,
literally,
bro.
that's what it is, though. Literally,
when the
bro,
pollen go to another one, the bees help.
I thought it was
that.
planting
this
seeds
is
in the
another
ground.
higher.
That's
this,
us doing
this
that.
is
Who
another
planted the first
high.
seed?
And
Who planted the
flowers
first
look
seed?
like fucking like
on, brother,
pussy,
when?
like
Bro,
vulvas and shit.
How sexy is a fucking rose?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They attracting the fuck out them bees.
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
Think about
They're-
that.
Bees do not
When
be
you
on.
think of a
Yeah, they
male,
do.
when you think
What
of a
you
male
talking
plant
about,
and a
bro?
female
What
plant
you
and a
talking
bee, they're actually having an orgy.
Yeah.
That was the high
That's
drunk
all
thought.
helping. That's
Yeah, they
all
just,
help,
they
bro.
just flying up and licking that licking that
Basically,
pussy.
the male plant creates pollen. The female doesn't at all.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
bee gets the pollen on its legs when it's drinking nectar and goes to a female plant and drops it on the female plant. And when it hits the female plant, it absorbs it and it starts
Facts.
making seeds
Facts.
based off of the pollen.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty
the
much.
seeds
Pollen is
blown in the
literally
wind, bro.
when
What's
people
right
are
across the
saying
earth?
my allergies is tricking up. If we wanted to be assholes, we could say, "Oh, so you got plant sperm all in your nose?"
You know what I'm saying?
What about plants underwater, bro?
They got, how you think the seeds got down there, bro?
Pollen underwater.
You don't gotta need pollen to go to certain plants. It's not the
Actually,
same.
I
you
don't know
just
how
lied.
they-
You just
It's not
gridlocked
the
my
same
brain
plant.
a little bit.
No, it's not the same plant.
But
That's not the same plant.
now
It's
I'm
just a
about to go
different
home
plant
and
species.
realize how do they reproduce. However, my brain
That's
just
different
came.
plants, bro.
Also-
That's like saying there's humans that grow in Asia, bro.
Also, hold on.
It's humans that grow in Jamaica, bro.
Majority of the things in the water, majority of the population, it's a lot of
Algae and shit.
asexual things in the
Facts.
water.
Just a different type
The
of plant.
frogs and a lot of
type of
things
rocks
in the
down there.
water can actually make babies without nothing.
By itself.
So some
and
plants are
do
asexual.
amphibians on land.
Like you have some frogs that literally
Yeah.
cannot come in contact with another frog
Plants
and
grow
just
in-
start having babies
plants
because they
grow in
impregnate
concrete.
themselves.
Yeah, they strong. That shows how strong it is.
Yeah.
That shows how strong that life force is.
But pollen is sperm. Literally, it's plant sperm.
Everything different.
Yeah, for
Everything
sure.
different. Everything.
Yeah, pollen. If,
Yeah, we
if-
done started talking about plants.
But yeah,
I think it's
if a
time to
female
wrap it
plant
up.
does not, if a female plant does not get
It's my favorite
pollinated,
plant.
if a
Exactly.
female plant does not get pollinated, it does not produce seeds. Which is why when we grow weed, you take the male plants and separate them away from the females because the female plants will get pollen on the females, which makes the females create seeds, and the seeds is made off of THC as energy. So if you see seeds, we say, oh, if it's seeds, the weed is trash because we know THC is what's used to make the seeds. So if it's seeds exist, all the THC that could have been in the bud to smoke made life. So we basically saying, plant, stop fucking reproducing and creating life so I can get high off you even more.
Hey, let's forget this plant talk.
Yeah.
Mr. Tommy, what you think your purpose is, bro?
Ooh.
What
Let me
a
take a-
question. My purpose. I think
To reproduce, now I'm playing.
That's my purpose.
I'm still searching for my purpose in life, if I even have a solid one. I just live life and like I'm a real free spirited guy, you know. I just do what I feel like doing, what I feel compelled to do, and try to live like the time that I got, you know, here to the fullest. And I think like I can say like that's my purpose because I always been like a creative guy. I always try to put shit out into the world and, you know, held myself to a high esteem and shit like that. But I don't like to be too conscious of my mortality, if that make any sense.
They just out there all willy-nilly.
I'm not out here willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly. I wonder if that's a real guy's name and if it's based off him. I will research it for the next podcast, but proceed.
Say what?
Willy-nilly.
I bet it is a real dude named Willy-nilly, bro.
Who the fuck is willy-nilly? How the fuck?
I don't know, but I feel like we need to know what? For now on, we need to have a moment where we have an origin of the day moment. Yeah. Whenever me, Tut is here, show gonna be here but we need to have where we pick a phrase out the podcast and say, let's find out where the fuck this shit came from. like who the fuck was Willy Nilly?
It's a British word.
Like when they say I don't want to go out like Willy Lump Lump. Who the fuck was Willy Lump Lump?
Who the fuck is Willy Lump Lump?
Like, and how did he go out? And why the fuck does he still live? Because we're saying his name.
Yeah, why
who the fuck was he?
Why he legendary?
Right now I want to know what you want your legacy to be. Like after you go, what you want people to be saying about you.
Willy nilly is
that's like asking, what do you want written on the bottom of your statue?
I know, like.
Or do you even care?
Can we answer the question you asked first as a whole before we get into the second one though?
The purpose.
Yeah, the purpose. Because you said I want to ask all y'all and
I ain't
me.
say that, but we can go ahead.
All right, well we can skip it then. Maybe I just feel like talking. But
what's your purpose, bro?
But
he been
like a bitch hanging it up.
That's my dog.
Spike Lee and the shit out of us. But my purpose, I feel, and I'm gonna be honest, I never have viewed my purpose in this way ever. I have changed my thinking and I had an epiphany in this moment with the Knob Creek pause, drinking, talking to y'all. And for some reason in this moment, I have changed my answer. And I'm going to say this for the first time ever in my life. My purpose, if we have spoke on how it's not ordained and it's cause effect and everything happens before it happens, I cannot answer what is my purpose because cause and effect determines what I'm doing. And I feel if you want to know what my purpose was, you have to read my tombstone and talk to the people after I die.
So what you living for, though?
I don't know yet.
Jeez.
But when I die, you will know what I lived for.
That's fire.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm living for, but when I die and they put a cap on the bottle that has all my elements in it, they're going to say, his story is done. We ended the book. It's like, how do I put a title on a book that we haven't finished writing?
Yeah, I think you can't. That can't really be.
But yeah,
I think they can't really be determined until your story is over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A man with no purpose, destruction is inevitable.
And it's like your purpose is the reason you're moving, but
I don't know about
how many stages in life has your chapter changed where you were a podcast, you're a rapper, you're a dad,
yeah, that's
it's like what really are you if you haven't died yet?
He said his purpose easy. I asked him what's his purpose. He
create.
And he said it's his kids.
Y'all got kids. Why y'all ain't say y'all kids?
I don't know what
I didn't really get a chance to answer, you know what I'm saying? But
my thing with the kids,
I agree with what he's saying.
And I understand why he said the kids. The only reason I don't say kids is because everyone has children. And it's our responsibility.
He's so here.
And I feel
I said, what if you ain't had kids? He said he can't even think about that. Like that's not even a thought. I'm like, what if you ain't had kids?
And that's his answer, and it floats his boat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On my side of the spectrum, and I'm gonna say this real as a father. I can say this because I'm proud. I'm proud of what I am as a dad, and I know what he is as a dad and how he interacts with his children. I understand that his purpose is his kids because I see him in real life and how he interacts with his kids. I can look and say, yeah, his purpose is his kids.
Right.
Mine is my purpose too, but I'm so involved in the mission and what I have to do to be what I am, what I'm doing as a career.
What is that, though?
And as life and it's actually being a leader is my purpose.
Can you only have one purpose?
Oh, it could be more than one, bro.
Nah, but what I'm
Shit,
saying,
I got a whole bunch of purposes.
being a leader is actually my
I'm
purpose.
all purpose.
He ain't know his purpose at first.
There you go.
Now he says his
He
purpose.
said being a
is
leader is a purpose.
But yeah, it's a
They
leader.
don't necessarily
I
keep
think
you in
most
one
people
spot
don't
either.
know their
Yeah, don't keep you in one spot.
ultimate
Most people
purpose.
Most people don't know
But-
their purpose. That's why they lost all here.
But in some moments, my purpose is to turn the leader off and follow Tut or follow you or follow him. So I feel my purpose is to exist and be the best I can. That's the best answer I can be.
I got paid for a speech, man. I was talking to a crowd. Like, what are you living for, bro? There's so many people that just wake up and do whatever. Like, what are you living for? Like, what's your purpose? What are you here for? People really don't know.
I'm living for my purpose.
People really don't know, especially
to
these
be-
days.
Crazy.
I seen a video Lil Duval posted. He was like, you single and you ain't got no kids, and the only person you got to fend for is yourself. How the fuck is you broke? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we was just talking about that.
And what if our purpose is only just to exist?
That's trash.
No. And it's just because everything exists. The Rock exists.
The Rock,
And you might look at The Rock and say he's not famous, he's trash. You might look at the roots of a tree and say, they're not famous, but you don't realize that if the roots didn't exist, the floods would move the soil and everything would be a flood land around the whole world because the roots hold dirt together. But what?
That'd be just like,
You get what I'm saying?
that'd
So
be just like you was talking about earlier. It'd be like if something was to happen to the earth where trees couldn't grow roots, like it'll be a butterfly effect on the rest of the planet, like the tumors you were talking about, like
exactly.
earlier.
Yeah. Bingo. Yeah. Bingo. And it's like, I think
So everything might not have like a purpose as far as like a legacy and a fame
like
thing.
existence, like because you got to think, we're humans. We only make up a grain of salt of existence. You got to think it's rocks, animals, organisms, plants, so much shit that we've discovered with our eyes. I see it and I know it's there. Whether I know what it is, I see it. And it's like so much shit exists and has a purpose. It's like, is your purpose really for to be a human and think about what you should do in life? Or
some people's purpose could be being the loser and the person that loses when you win.
Because it's like, what's the purpose of the rock? What's the purpose of the dirt? What's the purpose of it's inanimate objects? Life is bigger than Life is bigger than shit that pumps with hearts.
Right. Of
so
course.
when we speak of purpose, you have to consider everything in existence that you know of. And when we look at The Rock can't do a speech. The Rock can't go famous.
Well, you have to look at it,
but it has a purpose.
You have to look at it in the scope of.
So I feel like our existence to show the.
But you have to look at it in the scope of
my
human
spirit
existence.
just got hit.
You get what I'm saying? You have to look at it in the scope of human existence, not like all existence. You know?
I feel the purpose of everything in existence is to show how many forms of God that matter can take. And I'm gonna sit on that one.
You know about the egg theory?
Pause.
What came chicken or the egg? Or?
No. It's like this. It's a story that I butcher every time, but it's like pretty much this guy dies, right? Goes to heaven, sees God. For a few seconds, he can remember his past life and shit. And he asked God, like, how did I die? Like, are my wife and kids gonna be okay? And God, like, yeah, your wife, she remembered you for a while. She mourned you, but now she remarried. She moved on, and she don't really think about you that much. Same with your kids.
Mm-hmm.
And but she's doing good, you know. But God, like, it don't matter because you're not gonna remember. If you like, the longer you stay here, the less. Well, the longer you stay here, the more you remember this life and your past lives and shit. But I'm not gonna let you stay here that long enough for you to start remembering your life. And when I send you back, you're not gonna remember anything. And he like, the dude kind of like, okay. And then he keep asking them questions and shit. And he like, how many times have you sent me back? and he like more times than can be counted. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Side note: it's a movie called The Triangle. Watch it.
Okay.
But go ahead. It's tied into what you're saying. Just remember I said that.
So pretty much the dude been sent back a whole bunch of time and reincarnated, and every time he gets sent back, he can't remember the past life, right? So and then he kind of asked God something, and God kind of alludes to the fact that he don't just send him back. He don't, like, time is not linear. He wasn't, like, reincarnation don't just work like one life after the other, after the other, after the other. It's like he send this one soul back into life without the memory of the past life over and over and over again, but into all points in all time in all history. You know, so
fire, bro.
Because
so it's like a phoenix. The form is destroyed and the baby phoenix.
No. It's like he's experienced. Like, he asked God, like, do I ever encounter myself? Because you say you sending me back in time in all different time periods and stuff. So do I ever run into myself? He was like, God was like, all the time. He like, as a matter of fact, everybody who you ever fucked over, that was you fucked over. Everybody who you made smile, that was you made smile. You know what I'm saying? Every experience you experiences on every end of it, and he was like, and then you come back and you bring that knowledge.
That's a mind explosion.
Yeah, he was like, when you die, you come back and you bring that knowledge here, and it gets stored, and like you and he was like, I'm a God because I've been through your experience, and when you've lived every lifetime and gone through every scenario from every side, like it's pretty much in every universe is only one soul. Like, all of us are living different experiences, but we all the same soul.
That's crazy.
And at the end, when we've experienced everything there is to be experienced and gained all the knowledge, then that soul becomes a God, and then you get your own universe and shit like that. And your universe is like an egg. And when you learn everything, the egg crack. Then you become a God, and you get to go to the realm of the gods and get your own universe.
Because that's like crazy. Like, that's like,
you knew about the egg theory.
That's like every single action you ever made to a human being in life.
Yeah, bro.
Did it to yourself.
You were experiencing every single aspect that you could take form of in existence as well.
Yeah.
So that's like saying everyone is a universe.
Or kinda, or
basically you being beside me and you experiencing people in the form. Actually, that puts basically you are my parallel universe. He's a parallel universe.
Yeah.
And we're side by side doing things within our.
And at the same time, we all learning.
You make me want to roll up a blunt and think about it. That's actually a mind orgasm.
Yeah, I'll send you a YouTube video on that shit.
Yeah, the egg theory.
If you can freeze your age right now and live forever, would you do it?
Wow. Could I go a little bit younger?
I got a rabbit hole question after his.
You can.
Hell yeah! If I could freeze like myself at like.
You the first person to say, well, besides me. I say, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, if I could freeze myself at like 27, 28, yeah, I could live like that.
Okay, y'all ready for the rabbit hole question?
What's that?
Never mind. I just realized what you said. I was going to ask, what age would you freeze yourself at?
Yeah, like 27, 28, some shit like that.
Yeah, me too, bro. It's right before the first brain surgery,
bro.
So y'all freeze yourself at 28.
So...
yes.
So you said you would freeze yourself right before the brain surgery.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're willing to go. You're saying you're willing to take on something that's culture shock you've never experienced in your weakest moment, as you would view it. I feel it made you stronger, but you would take on that and under the conditions of a world that you have no experience in whatsoever.
I erased all that pain, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, dog.
But eventually, when they thawed you out, the ticking time bomb would explode, but it would explode in a year that you don't know what the fuck you're doing whatsoever.
It's cool, man. I just want to walk, bro.
You talking about literally freeze, or you talking about not aging anymore after
He said
28?
If you could freeze yourself at an age, the concept.
But he's saying like stay that age forever.
You still living.
Yeah, he said just like you can stay that
so
age
we're not
forever.
talking about
Like
people.
cryostasis,
We're
like
not talking
Demolition
Star
Man.
Trek ice
Nah,
people
like
and you
Demolition
come out
Man.
on some Avatar
Nah,
shit.
like Demolition Man.
I seen the movie, bro. The girl stayed the same age forever. The
We
only
talking
sad
vampire shit.
the only
Okay.
sad
She had to
thing
watch
was-
her loved ones die.
Yeah, all her loved ones was dying and stuff, and she ain't like taking pictures, cause when she get older, she found out she was dating the dude dad or something when he was younger or something. She was dating his son, and they didn't know it. But that's the only sad thing about it. You see everybody you love die.
But
Yeah.
see,
I'm like,
I
forget
think,
that, bro.
I
That's
think,
true.
I think we think it's
It's like
sad.
having a dog. You gonna watch a dog die.
I think we think it's sad because we haven't experienced it, but the human mind is so sharp and it's so godlike to the point where we adjust and make anything known. The human mind can adjust to turmoil so much that a woman can get raped 1,000 times and the syndrome of Stockholm is existing where they actually start to fall in love with it and it don't even hurt them no more.
Yeah.
The human mind is powerful
That's not everybody.
at combating
Yeah, but it can
anything that
happen.
it goes through if it's consistent. If you don't die, eventually your mind is going to adjust and deal with it unless you die first. But if you sit there long enough and it never changes, your mind is going to adjust out of survival. And I feel that like when you're dealing with like the timing of people dying, I think the human mind is too advanced and the spirit, at least with the melanated people, is too strong for us not to get to a point where we grasp the meaning of people coming and going in life and eventually settle on, I understand to value your presence because you're only here for a short term and come to grasp with that.
You think
I just
you
feel
think
our
people
life-
gonna reach that?
I feel we reach it. I think
people-
we reach it because it's elders that see their best friends go, and after years of seeing people go, when that 27th best friend went, they were like, you know, Bessie finally went on and croaked. She good
yeah, but
now.
that come with age. Like when you young, you don't appreciate your fucking life.
Yeah, but put 10,000 years on that. What's your
That's true. Like when you young,
When we young, you don't
you
give a
got
fuck.
value in life.
You think you
Yeah.
invincible.
you put
Yeah.
10,000 years on that though? How many
You
niggas
doing
done died at some
death-defying
point?
things.
Yeah.
Like,
I
Like,
think
you
after
no
10,000 years of
disregard.
living and seeing people die, if you haven't adjusted to the meaning of it yet, then you have a mental illness somewhere. Because
Not
at some
really.
point your
'Cause some
brain
people
supposed
just
to
don't
You
care.
talking about
accept
if
the
you live
reality of
10,000 years or?
it. Yeah, because he's speaking of people that freeze and don't die, and you can stay at
in
age.
that case.
I mean, of course,
At
if
some
you
point, the
live,
reality of this
forever,
is
you
supposed to kick
going
in.
you gonna develop like crazy ideas about.
I mean,
Yeah,
not really, 'cause
eventually
if you think about the-
you're gonna be Neo in the Matrix.
If you think about the cartoon Omni-Man, right?
Yeah.
He kind of made a reference when his son asked him, so what about mom? You gonna treat her like every other human? And he was like, as long as I've been living, your mom's a pet.
He was like, she's like a
She's
fucking
like a
pet.
bro. Like,
I love that show.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
And it makes
But-
total sense when you do have that type of tenure.
Yeah.
You've been living that long. You start to be
Yeah.
more superior.
Yeah,
to
you
folks.
gotta-
There's a few movies like
gotta
that.
think-
too.
You being superior.
Our elders are considered the old and decrepit amongst the
Facts.
people that don't know, but
Facts.
amongst
And they
the
don't get
wise,
no respect.
amongst the people who got
To this
sense,
day.
we know, hey, that nigga
They
that's
don't respect old people.
So you wouldn't want to? Y'all wouldn't want to be immortal?
yeah, I would love to be
Hell
immortal.
nah. I know. I don't want to be immortal.
Why not?
But then this
you
is
I
never
want to
be-
go. What's next?
this the bitter.
What if-
that's the
You're in jail when you
he
immortal.
using his telepathy on me. That's
You
what I
in
was
jail
about to
when
say.
you immortal, bro. If you immortal, you in jail. You confined.
Or paradise.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Or
How is
paradise.
It's
How?
a bittersweet thing
How?
because you don't
Paradise
know
can
what's
become
next.
jail.
If you freeze yourself at your best point,
Paradise can become jail.
you can fuck bitches
What's
forever.
paradise?
Jail.
What's
But it's like this.
I'll be a mob boss.
If
put it up.
if pain,
how much fun is
suffering,
that? You stuck in one spot being a boss.
Like Pablo.
and then
Bro,
we just
I want to go out.
and we just
I wanna
spoke.
go
What if you go to hell?
And then, but this is the thing. We just broke down the science of how chemical
You said-
reactions.
It's a roll of the dice when
But
you
can
die.
live in hell here and make happiness of your hell.
But this is also we
You
just
could be in heaven and have hell.
You can
and,
be in heaven and hell. I don't think you can be in
I don't-
heaven
I
and
think-
have hell.
think
though.
of how you can't. There was a war. Come on, what book y'all reading? What book y'all reading?
It was
bro?
a war in
It was
heaven?
a war in heaven. That's in your book.
true fact.
What you talking about? That's in your book.
Lucifer's
never thought-
whole
Come on,
story
man,
is
stop playing with me in here.
Lucifer's
I never
whole
thought of-
story
I
is
never
a
been
war.
here.
I never thought
Let's stick
about
to
it.
y'all topic. Don't play with me that little book.
Wait a minute.
Destroy y'all
I never
in the
thought
book.
about it like that.
I know, 'cause y'all don't
you said
think.
something right there.
Tell
Yeah,
you
because
about it.
Lucifer's whole story is a war of heaven.
It was a war in heaven.
Think about it. You can have hell in
And
heaven.
Revelation
You know
is
what
the
I'm talking
tale
about?
of this nigga coming back and
I
starting the
know
World
exactly
War
what I'm talking
II
about.
on Earth for them niggas doing that shit. in
Bro,
heaven.
read your book.
So-
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm telling you
man.
what your book said.
I thought it happened outside of
Man, read your book.
Nah,
I thought that happened in
read your
some
book.
real,
They
other
said
There
realms
was a
or
war
something.
in heaven. It
They
says
said
it.
Lucifer was somebody
Read the
that
book.
God treated as his number one favorite angel in existence.
I just told you, read your book.
Yeah,
I
they
just
said-
told you don't want to listen to me.
basically the
Which
story
No,
of
you don't want to
Lucifer.
listen to me. How about you go to Google and type "there was war in heaven"?
Nah, but the
And let it
basically
finish the scripture for you.
Lucifer became jealous
Do
of.
all that, man.
Now, if
don't
you-
talk to me about that little book.
If you stop at the Bible level, then you just
Let's
gonna
get
get
it.
Talk about the little
Lucifer
book, bro.
became jealous and all this stuff of God.
Yeah.
Then if you go back into the Torah and more ancient, you read the story deeper and realize Lucifer was actually his prized possession, his
Facts,
number one
bro.
person.
The most beautiful.
When the
Rhinestones
human,
on
basically
his body.
when
When
the
he
Torah,
spoke, it was
when you
good.
get into the
Yeah,
ancients
bro.
of the Christianity, you find
Why you
out
playing music so
that
much?
Lucifer's story says
He was like the
Close
choir
to that.
director in
he was
he was the choir.
Bruh, his body was
His
a
body was the
keyboard.
choir.
His back had horns in it. He
Organ.
literally was an
Spoke as a
instrument.
trumpet. Like,
He was the instrument, and he led
Oh,
the.
horns.
yeah, war in heaven. Wow.
Bruh, it's like you having
Oh.
keys on your ribs. You having horns in your backs. Your lips were a flute. He was an instrument,
Yeah,
basically. when you
technically
study
all
him.
right. Technically,
No, I
all
know
right.
technically.
And he was. He basically was the
Y'all had me
lead.
thinking it was like World War One. It's like regular people, angels disagreeing.
Yeah,
with each
bro, I'm
other.
telling you.
Well, it was a little deeper with Lucifer though, and
Yeah.
how humans like now. And
how
now
What that say right there?
So
Revelation 12 and 7.
War in heaven.
What it say?
Now,
The war broke out in heaven.
I'm
What
not
that
a
say?
Christian, but I
What
do
it say?
study the
Alright.
science of the
Okay.
story. And
Alright.
as a heavy person who loves the entertainment of the stories that they told in folklore of history, when we come to the folklore of the Bible and the parables, and I delve in the story, they say Lucifer was the leader of worship for the actual God is basically when it was time for the angels to praise God, Lucifer was the motherfucker sitting in the front leading that shit, waving the stick on the drumline shit. It was him. And basically when humans were created, we were so...
Yeah, technically, you was right, bro. Y'all
Yeah.
was right, bro.
It's basically when humans were created, as this story depicts it, we were the ones who could make a mistake. We had free will. And Lucifer said, the angels been up here repping for you, nigga, and we don't make no mistakes.
Hold on.
We do everything right.
It's a
And
rabbit
now
hole.
you telling us we gotta look after, protect, and help this creation you made, and these niggas fuck you over and they got free will to decide, and we holding it down, and you telling us we gotta bow down and make sure your creation is okay.
Think about that. A third of heaven left.
We can't
And
get lost in this.
Lucifer's-
though. Hold on. We can't get lost in this.
I'm not getting lost. I'm just giving you the story that they give
Religious
to it
conversations
from
can
Catholic and a round of ancient of real story. Because King James mixed that shit up and left a lot of shit out.
We gotta
But
get back
when
to
you get
Brother
into
and
it,
Immortal, man.
yeah. But this all tie into what
would
we was
be
talking about. But basically, Lucifer supposed to been on some type shit where it was like, hey, you just made a decision to make the human look like they some shit, and I think they weak because these niggas make mistakes. Maybe you ain't the God I thought you was.
Yeah.
Maybe we smarter than you. Maybe we better than you. Maybe all us could take over this shit. And they started a war.
Damn.
And God and the angels basically whipped that ass. Basically on the story went on some, hey, I don't make no mistakes.
God in them is so powerful
And
that they whooped a third of heaven, bro.
and
Think about that.
And in Lucifer's story,
Think about that.
the parable I get from that story is it's the biggest lesson of how you can try to outshine your master and be bigger than your fucking bridges are, and realize that you should humble yourself and never be greater than that which you are or created by, because that shit will bite you in the ass. And you'll live bitter, tormenting yourself, chasing down the people that are the weaker ones to you because you're mad that God will never let you back. That's what I get from that parable. That's one of the things that say, hey, be humble.
Yeah.
Be humble. Don't give a fuck what state they in. Be humble.
I wish I can be immortal, bro.
You'll chase why they.
Like Kendrick just
You'll
did,
chase
Drake,
down
be
why
humble,
they're
my
weaker
nigga.
than you
Watch
so
this.
much that by the time the story
Watch
is
this.
over, you'll be weaker than them.
You say you wish you was immortal? Just like this, you're immortal right now.
That's epic, bro.
Nah, you immortal now. You immortal now.
That's epic.
So you want to be immortal still?
Yes.
Just like this. You're immortal.
If you want to be immortal, leave something on the earth that doesn't deteriorate. The nigga that made the premier pyramid is immortal.
See what I'm saying?
Like as he is right now.
The nigga that made the Great Wall of China is immortal.
Nah.
He said before this happened to him,
but you can still get hurt. Immortal doesn't mean you can't get hurt. It just means you can't die.
Yeah.
You can still get sick. You can still have an ailment. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Bro,
you can say that.
In the
Immortal means you can't die, bro.
They actually got a movie.
Immortal means you can't die.
They got a movie based on like
That's it.
They got a Christian movie called.
What's the definition?
What is it? It's called like it's one of those movies where it's based on if the rapture happened.
Yeah.
And planes were falling out the
and
sky.
Now the people that
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the people that wanted to die.
The ones left behind, or it's called Left Behind.
It's called Left Behind.
Left Behind, bro, and it shows people actually, because basically in Revelation, basically the death is supposed to...
Y'all gonna get this podcast banned from YouTube.
We can't get it banned if the Christians talk about this every day. How we gonna get it banned? We helping you spread your shit.
I know, but I had another dude on here.
You should be happy some hood niggas is talking to the hood about it for you.
Nigga, I'm glad. This is a very fascinating conversation. But I had another dude in here, and he was talking about the sword that they stabbed Jesus with on the cross, and that I never knew about. It's called the Holy Lance or something like that.
Yeah, or I get the energy.
And supposedly it was like in Germany at some point or something like that. And I posted a clip of that, and YouTube like wiped it, like took it off, and I got like a strike on my channel about like just talking about the Holy Lance. And
you just brought it up again.
I mean,
yeah, I did. I gotta cut this part out.
Tell them to ban me, man, because I'm gonna go down in history for it. Put my face next to ban as a definition.
Stories,
picture of me.
Me too.
Because I'm not gonna silence.
Stories,
I'm not gonna have to silence the truth for these demons,
I don't like
man.
Fables. You know.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
I like real stories.
Yeah,
I like the truth. I like based on true stories. You know what I'm saying?
And
especially when they make a film.
I feel that we are at a disadvantage that we live at a point on the earth.
It's a real thing. The spirit of destiny is a real thing.
I feel
the spirit of destiny. That's what it is.
I feel
that's epic, bro.
I feel in our time of existence, it's fucked up that we can't speak and say dope shit that everyone knows is heavenly quotes.
Who said we can't?
And we can.
I'm gonna say it anyway.
We can. I'm saying politically.
Yeah.
Politically in the world.
I'm not in politics.
We're living in a time where the shit we say that's dope, that don't be a Bible that niggas live by. It's just some shit we said.
Yeah.
You know, like what if we was in them times when Timothy and you was beside Timothy and a nigga walked in and said, you know what, Timothy, you cool and all. Know what, Paul, you cool and all, but let's see what Hennessy gonna say, because Hennessy's saying, yo, we shouldn't do this and stuff, because that'll get you killed. Yeah. That could have been a scripture, but in our time, it's just dope quotes.
Everybody got a voice.
And that's why I tell the truth.
Because it was a point in time where everybody didn't know how powerful the tongue was and shit like that. You really had to be a standout nigga to be like a philosopher or some shit, or a nigga that knew like speaking and knew how to gain a following of people.
Didn't speak at all though.
It's like, who ordained them to be the only prophets of the earth?
When we talk, right?
Yeah.
You can right now hear somebody in the African dialect just start.
Yeah.
And they understand. That's words.
Energy, frequency.
Ain't there something in the Bible like about the Tower of Babel or some shit like that?
Yeah, where they said they would have made it to heaven, and the only reason they didn't because they were scrambled up. But if they hadn't been scrambled, they were so focused and so together
God made
that
they
would have did it.
Communicate with each other or some shit.
That makes a total amount of sense due to everybody being.
We are the Tower of Babel.
You see what I'm saying? That makes a lot of amount of sense when Africa was all together at one point.
Now
people start speaking different and venturing out.
Yeah.
That makes a lot
respect
of
to all my Caucasian brothers. You know it's no offense. You know my body. You know how I talk. I don't even hold this back when I'm talking to y'all. So you know it's no offense. But if all the white people on the earth do speak English, they all do. Then the people who are scrambled, who have multiple, are we not the Tower of Babel?
Like the people who started speaking the different languages and stuff?
Yeah, like we are scrambled around the earth and we don't speak the language, but whenever you run, every white boy I met could speak English. They all had a form of a way to communicate through English. I haven't met a white boy that could not talk English in some form to talk to another white person. But I met an African that could not speak my language because he only knew French. I mean,
English is the world language and shit. You know,
and just on the mental of delivery and comprehension, we are literally a walking Tower of Babel.
Yeah, but now you got
the Willie Lynch syndrome,
Google translating shit.
Yeah, because the Willie Lynch letter is nothing but a letter, which is a metaphoric way of showing the Tower of Babel.
But in the story of I don't know the whole story because I ain't read the Bible like that. But it's like the Tower of Babel is like God made it. Like people was finna like build something to like reach heaven or something like that, and to stop them, God like made it to where a large swath of them couldn't communicate with each other because He made them all speak different languages.
Basically,
oh, that's crazy.
It's like 10,000 people building a tower. And they're about to get to heaven.
Yeah.
And basically God looks down and says, hey, I ain't been paying no mind. I thought it was cute.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm looking, hey, them niggas almost here.
Right.
Then all 10,000 people get a new language. Tut is a language. Artillery God is a language. You're a language. Show is a language. Every single person got a different language and they walked out and spread that language. So they will never ever talk to each other ever again.
Did they walk out or did it create so much?
How do you build a building when you can't explain the blueprint?
Yeah, I'm saying it created so much conflict between everybody because if you can't communicate with a motherfucker, that breeds like conflict and resentment.
War, actually.
Yeah, it breeds war.
But then when you come to our time, 2024, right, you just realize that the elevation made them lose their mind.
What you mean?
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, man, that was a power statement.
When everybody can communicate and shit like this?
Nah, the more they built, the higher they got, the elevation started to mess with their thinking.
Uh-huh.
So they're not even conscious about speaking with each other correctly because the higher they're getting, they're losing oxygen.
And it makes
so
you
now
wonder.
I can't understand you because I'm not even knowing I'm losing breath up here. I'm not knowing that being this high in elevation, I can't even speak to you right. All I know is I need to go back down so I can get my sense.
Now
up here I can't hear you.
And also,
that was fire.
I always bring up that I speak.
But you let a man with a book tell you God messed their speech up.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And exactly, I was gonna add on with that. Like I always say that it's a parable.
Use your brain that God blessed you with.
Right.
And then say, you know what? You will pass out being that high. Even when you climb mountains, you need oxygen masks.
Yeah, that's true.
People die climbing Mount Everest yearly.
Yeah, their body's just still up there.
So imagine heat and you're building straight up.
Right.
And just I usually add on to a lot of parables I find on earth, just no matter what it is. And it's like you think of people who couldn't communicate verbally, and because they couldn't communicate, they scrambled.
Exactly.
However, my add-on to that, as the prophet I am in this time, or disciple of whatever the energy was they were moving, why didn't they rely on the body language as a person who has a passport and has moved through countries and got through and survived off of food and making a way to communicate?
Notice how all of that was happening with no leader.
Are you talking about before language?
Notice.
No, I'm just saying in general, if you put it in today's context,
where was the first leader?
Everyone in the building stopped speaking the same language, the body language would be the language.
Who was the first leader?
And if we stayed there long enough, we would create a language that all of us eventually would understand as the new language. So was it really because they got distracted and confused, or was it because they just gave up before they created a new culture?
Gave up, man.
And I'm moving into essence now where I'm creating a new culture, man.
You just said it. They gave up because you can't go no more. Like you don't have the necessities. You don't have the equipment to keep going. It's like when you get in the water. Let's say you in a boat and you fishing. You think you can make that dive to the bottom of the ocean without equipment?
No.
Not even halfway.
Mm.
So how the fuck are you gonna build up to the atmosphere?
But maybe
as high as they were,
maybe humanity had got to a point. Maybe humanity had got to the point where, like we was talking about earlier, like maybe humanity has got a certain point in technologically wise, and then lost all that knowledge and shit. Maybe humanity got to a point where they was building a bridge to heaven, not even metaphorically speaking, and God, fucking smited the earth and like made them forget everything and made them all speak different languages. So like everything would start over. You know what I'm saying?
It's a season for everything.
It's a season for everything. Think about it. They don't build things to try to go in the atmosphere no more. They shoot things at it. Like, think about that aspect.
Man, this conversation
shoot something up there, and you're not there to see what happens when it gets there. You just see if it works.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna have to make this another part. This conversation could go so Tyrell, we already been talking for like 4 hours and 30 minutes.
I gotta ask you my worldwide question.
Okay, go ahead.
And we can wrap it up.
Okay.
When I say the word, just tell me what comes to mind.
All right.
Money. What comes to mind when you hear money?
Stability.
Love.
Oh, love. An idea.
Respect.
A necessity.
Time.
Fleeting.
Health.
Everything.
Last one, freedom.
An illusion.
All right, so which one is the most important to you? Out of all those, love, money, respect, time, health.
That's a dope question.
Which one you think is the most important out of all those?
I mean, it's a toss up between health and time.
That's
for
crazy.
sure.
All of us say a different answer, bro. That is crazy.
I love it.
Why you say what you say? He say respect. And what you think I say?
I think you lied.
I mean, I would assume you would say
health.
The same thing, almost same thing I said, either health or time.
I say love, bro.
Love?
But you don't love nobody, bro.
I feel like that's what keep me alive. Love. That's the only reason why I'm still here, bro.
For real?
Love. If people was to say, I don't care about Tyrell no more, he can die right now, I don't care. Bro, I think I'll just wither away, bro.
Oh, for real?
If don't nobody love me no more, care about me, it's over.
So is that to say say the power that you have internally is not more power for them power sent out from things externally outside of you though?
Oh no, bro. I need love, bro. I feel like love. I die without it, bro.
I feel you though, man.
Why you say what you say though, bro?
Cause I wouldn't want to be. Cause like I said, time is fleeting. So I know I got like a finite amount of time, like here. You know what I'm saying? That's why
make it count.
I look at my kids. Sometimes I'm just like my son just be next to me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just grab him, I hug him. I be like, I love you, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, you're not gonna get like a lot of them moments back. Like I always have them sentimental moments with my kids and shit.
With my son, man. Yeah.
Well, really, my son and both of my daughters, I just walk up to him and just hug him.
Congratulations to your daughter too, brother.
Appreciate it. Yours too.
Graduation is amazing.
Yeah, man. I can't. That shit made me feel so old.
I
was like, "What, you graduating and shit?"
And what was the other one you said?
Time and health.
Yeah, time and health, because you never know. Like you said, like your story, like you never know, like what's gonna happen, like with your health. Because like you said, you was just walking, and next thing you know, you like, lost. Like you had to like go down. You know what I'm saying?
Pause,
yeah. Pause. Super pause on that one. My bad. And I'm sure you wasn't like expecting that. You know, it just came out of nowhere.
That's just crazy.
That coincide with time though. Like, you gotta enjoy life while you can. You never know what can happen.
You never know what's gonna happen, you know. And then like it could be, but on the same token, it can be a health thing, or you know, you could just get hit by a car or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, anything can happen.
some lunatic could walk up to you on the street and hit you in the back of the head, and then
It's over.
It's either over or you're a vegetable for the rest of your life.
And you have a
Like,
moment. Yeah.
Your family don't
You
want to
can
let
just
you go
not
or some
wake up.
shit. Like life is
You can just not wake up.
life is so delicate. You know what I'm saying? To the point
You
where
can die sleeping.
a very small thing could go wrong in your brain, like your central system, and it could.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you getting the brain surgery and you got to learn how to walk again. That's
And it's
so
crazy.
Turn up all your
It's crazy that
Yeah,
you can
that's-
live your whole life with a religion, a behavior, a culture, a way of thinking,
Yeah.
and then out of nowhere it can say your DNA, basically how you were designed from day one as a sperm and egg cell
Nothing to
combining.
do with your decision.
That dictates your story today. Like,
That's crazy, man.
you get what I'm saying? Where it's just like you could be arguing about if you're a better Christian, you could be arguing if you're a better Muslim. You could be you got the best diet in the world. You could have helped every single person you ever met in life and did everything right. And they could say, yeah, but your DNA ordained this.
Yeah.
So it don't matter, bro. You might as well just been the work. You could have been Adolf Hitler, bro. At this point, it didn't matter. You was gonna get this.
That's crazy. But what
You
you
know
feel
what I'm
like your
saying? It's
purpose
crazy.
is, man?
Inspire people, make them want to keep going. Don't give up, man. Always remember, it could be worse. Just enjoy life. If I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, I think you're a living testimony to that right there, man. I think we should wrap it up.
Hey, that's crazy.
I beat the odds. I'm a rough and rolling Haven God. 9 O's in 3 days, I got it all.
You might as well
I
rap
got
along
dogs,
with it. Your
I
mic
got a
on.
dog. I'm flipping O's like I'm playing pogs. Tapping
He ain't no
fiends on the
performer.
arm and giving them frogs. I paid my dues. What I gotta prove? All them niggas fell off and I still look cool.